You are now rocking with the hottest boxing podcast in the land. True Media Boxing Radio with your host, Coach Malachi Williams.
True.
For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Yeah. What's up, family? This is our boy, Coach Malachi Williams in the building. We back. True Media Podcast. We are back. We here, man. We here one more again. True Media Podcast. Today is what the day? The day Thursday. The day Thursday. You know, tomorrow be Friday. You get what I'm saying? So, I don't know if we got any fights this weekend or whatever. I'm gonna look and see if there's a fight. I know Derek Chisora and Dale Boy fight is gonna box, but that's for over here where I'm at. That's gonna be during the daytime, so it's gonna be kind of hard, kind of difficult for me to go live for that fight. If there's something Saturday night, we might can swing it. Let me do this. Let's look at the scheduling. Oh, that's BoxRec schedule. Yeah, that's BoxRec schedule. Let's go to boxing scene. Bear with me one moment, family. Bear with me, family, for a moment. Hold on. Let's see. Today, there's a fight today, actually, in Canada. There's a fight in Canada today. I think I saw that one. Yeah, there's a fight in Canada today. Several fights, it looks like. Around the world. Several fights, it looks like. Let's see. I'm looking at two schedules. I'm looking at Ring Magazine schedule. Let me see. They have Derek Chisora. They have Derek Chisora in there. Let me see. It's a lot of fights, dog. Hey, you know what? What I noticed about this Ring Magazine, they got a schedule out, right? Their schedule is a lot more thorough than the regular boxing scene schedule. Because they're showing all of the fights that's going on around the world. Bro, let me show y'all. Matter of fact, somebody remind me to show y'all this here. Normally when I look at a fight schedule, you go to boxing scene, right? Boxing scene to show you probably some of the top fights or whatever. They'll show you that. They don't show you every fight that's going on around the world. They don't show you that. The way the ring is updated now, it's showing me fights that's in Mexico. Is this Nigeria? Nah, this ain't Nigeria. I think this is from the continent of Africa, though. Yeah, I think this is one of those African country flags right here. Showing me all of the fights that's in the UK that's going to be on the zone. Showing me all of the fights I don't know this flag. See, that's the thing. Some of these flags I don't know. Showing me all of the fights that's going to be, bruh, all of the fights that's going on in America. There's some fights going on in America on Saturday. A lot of them. Anyways, we gonna get to that. We gonna get to that. I like this. I can't even front. I like this. Shout out to, let me blow the screen up so I can give everybody a shout out. Shout out to Dr. Mario. What's going on, fam? Ficiana Fights is here. Green Eyes Pete is here. The lovely Miss Connie is here. It is what it is. It is what it is. Hey, shout out to Drumming for Life. What's going on, fam? G5 from the Bronx. RJ Jenkins is here. Shout out to RJ. Shout out to Guillermo. Guillermo, what's going on, fam? What Guillermo say, send him in to scare, coach. He don't want that ass whooping. You know what? I don't know what's going on, fam. I really can't, I don't want to speculate. And again, I don't want to throw anybody under the bus. I don't want to speculate, and I don't want to throw nobody under the bus. You get what I'm saying? So I really don't know what's going on. But we're gonna find out. Rick Glazier be here at 3:30. I don't think Rick know what's going on too much. Well, you know what? I can't say that. I think the people who really, really know what's going on is Turkey Al-Sheikh, Terence Crawford and Canelo, right? Because those would be the people that's on the inside who would know what happened, what went on. I'm just as confused as everyone else. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm just as confused as everyone else. Shout out to La Jessica. I'm confused like I'm like, wait a minute now. Hold on now. Ring Magazine was the one who put out that Crawford and Spence fight. They had an agreement. It's pretty much a done deal. It didn't say anything about contract signed, but it's pretty much a done deal. They're supposed to be fighting in September. Now, the Ring Magazine is owned by who? Turkey Al-Sheikh. So, it ain't like this came from Rick Glazier or it came from Mike Coppinger or whatever. This news came from the Ring Magazine, which is owned by Turkey Al-Sheikh or the Saudis, whoever owns it, right? That same Ring Magazine is now saying that the fight that they said that was a go and was going to happen is not happening. But before they said it wasn't happening, yesterday they said that Canelo was going to be fighting Jake Paul in May. True. And I asked a question. I said, well, how did Jake Paul and Terence Crawford land a fight with Canelo before David Benavidez? And we came up with, let's see, I think we had like 13 theories things why. And now I'm going to find out that the Crawford and Canelo fight ain't happening. But we haven't heard anything about Jake Paul and Canelo fight being off. Now I'm hearing Eddie Hearn say, this is how fast the boxing news go. Now I'm hearing Eddie Hearn say that Jake Paul and Canelo was a done deal. He said it's a done deal. Jake the Snake Paul, Jake the Snake. You get what I'm saying? Y'all know I like Jake Paul now. I like Jake Paul now. You know what? Jake Paul don't won me over, dog. He don't won me over. Then what made me like him? The man, the Capricorn. He's a Capricorn. You already know I'm a show bias towards the Capricorn. You get what I'm saying? Not Capricorn, Capricorn. That's how we say it in Florida. Yeah, man. He a Capricorn, man. I'm a Capricorn. So he's a fellow Capricorn, born the same day. You get what I'm saying? So it is what it is, man. True. I can't, you know what I mean? Don't hate the player. What they say, don't hate the player, hate the game. Hey, hold on. Somebody said something slick. This dude say, he say Jake trash. Hey, look here, man, this is a pro Jake Paul channel. There would not be any Jake Paul blasphemy or slander going on over here. There will not be any Jake Paul slander going on over here. Hey, shout out to Lou. Lou, what's going on, fam? No Jake Paul slander. The real face of boxing. You know what I mean? Jake the Snake. All right, anyway, let's get into the show because I got Rick Glazier coming on in a few minutes. Canelo Alvarez versus Terence Crawford fight is now off. What happened? Special guest Rick Glazier will be on the show. According to the Ring Magazine, a source that has advertised the anticipated Super Middleweight Showdown between Terence Bud Crawford and Saul Canelo Alvarez is now canceled. According to reports from sports reporters worldwide, Saul Canelo Alvarez and Terence Bud Crawford were expected to fight in September at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. That was just 2 days ago. 2 days ago, they came out with, yeah, man, the fight supposed to be going down in Las Vegas at the stadium. A day after that, yesterday, well, yeah, man, Canelo gonna fight Jake Paul in March and May. And then the day, yeah, man, the fight with Crawford and Canelo canceled. True. Now, I'm trying to figure out, how did it go from They're in negotiations. They have an agreement. The fight is happening in September. Canelo, the fight gonna happen in Las Vegas at Allegiant Stadium. Canelo gonna be fighting Jake Paul in May, which came out of nowhere. Ain't nobody see that. 2, Canelo Crawford is off. True. Now, I ain't got but a GED, so my GED education won't allow me to think that high, or I'm limited. I'm limited in my thinking capabilities because I ain't got but a GED. You get what I'm saying? My GED education. My GED education, it's not allowing me to, I gotta go back and this shit crazy. Oh, I love this, boy. Let me tell you something, boy. Y'all don't understand. Being a boxing content creator is so fun for me right now because I love the drama. It gives me something to talk about. I love the drama. I love the smoke. I love the lies. I love the inconsistencies. I love we think this fight gonna happen, but then we find out that it ain't gonna happen. But I love all of it. I love it. I can't sit here in front, bro. I can't sit here in front. You know what I mean? Like I love it. I love it as a content creator. I do. And we ain't heard nothing from nobody, right? Anyways, according to reports from sports reporters worldwide, Canelo and Crawford were set to fight each other, but now it's been reported that it also said that they agreed to fight each other. Both men have agreed to fight each other. Now this came from Ring Magazine. This came from Turkey Al-Sheikh through Ring Magazine. Rumors of Floyd Mayweather working with Crawford spread throughout the boxing world like wildfire. So we saw Floyd and Bud and Terence Crawford hanging out together along with Eddie Hearn. I saw a video from the good brother, my good brother, Blue Blood Sports TV, saying that, hey, Floyd Mayweather was working with Bud in preparation for the Canelo fight. Like, this, I saw this on Blue Channel. And then, I see Bud and Floyd together with Eddie Hearn. These niggas, what? This nigga hurt. Hey. This shit funny. This shit is funny. I can't even lie, dog. This shit is funny. Anyways, we've also heard rumors of Canelo will fight Jake Paul in May. We heard about that, remember? What's next for Canelo and Crawford now that the anticipated fight has been canceled? I don't know if, we're hearing rumors that Canelo's supposed to be fighting Jake Paul. I don't know if that's done or not. Eddie said it's about done or whatever. We'll find out. Stranger things have happened in the sport. Rumors of Floyd Mayweather, as I say, Floyd was showing his ice and everything. Y'all know what time that is. What do you guys think about? What do you guys think about exactly what's going on? Why do you think that the Canelo versus Crawford fight was canceled? What happened? What happened? We went from and again. We know we got these male groupies. We know we got these male groupies now. We know we got the male groupies and stuff like that, and yada, 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 yada. Faceless avatar male groupies, we get it. Anyways, let's get into the show. My main man Rick Glazer will be coming on in a few minutes. So before we get into the show, we got to give a shout out to our sponsor. Shout out to my main man. Shout out to Foster's Barbershop. Foster's Barbershop, as a matter of fact, when you come to West Tampa, Florida, Foster's Barbershop, 1923 West Main Street. When you come there, it's an exclusive barbershop, so can't know anybody go in there. You have to book an appointment through Bookski. It's kind of like a luxury barbershop. It ain't if you broke it ain't got no money, this ain't the barbershop for you. You got to spend $50 or better. Haircuts and shaves together. It's going to be $50. You're going to spend $50 because if you got a beard, you're going to want to get a shave and all that stuff there. So all that's going to be $50 or above, right? You get the towel and everything if you want that. So, if you're a lady and you want to bring your son by and you don't want to have a whole bunch of men staring at how fine your ass is when you go in the barbershop or how unfine you is when you go in the barbershop, you ain't got to worry about that, worried about that at this barbershop. Book an appointment, go to Bookski, look up Foster's Barbershop, book an appointment, and there's nobody there. It's only going to be you and the barber, and one person may be in there or whatever, who may have an appointment coming right behind you, but that's it. You can't walk in there or none of that. You got to book an appointment, and you can't be broke. You dig? Let's give our sponsors a round of applause. Can't be broke. Can't be broke. You know what I mean? We don't do broke. We don't do broke over there. We don't do broke. You get what I'm saying? We can't be broke. If you're broke, this ain't for you. We're not doing a charity case over here. We only want a certain amount of people who are in a certain tax bracket. You get what I'm saying? It is what it is. Just got to throw that out there. Shout out to Deal. Hey, okay. For dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
It say sources say, AKA, I just made this up, says Canelo tried to hit Bud with a rehydration and a dehydration clause. No water during camp and fight. Man, you know what? I can't front, dog. I can't even front. I'm not even Deal. I can't even front and jump out there and say, it's Canelo fault, it's Bud fault. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. I can't jump out there. I think the only people really know is those two guys and the people that's involved from a financial standpoint. And we haven't heard anything from any one of them. You know what I mean? Turkey Al-Sheikh ain't saying exactly what happened. And who knows? I'm pretty sure we're going to come out with somebody going to come out with something. Somebody going to come out with something. And, well, this what happened. How do you know? Well, you get what I'm saying? Somebody going to come out with something. If you don't like Crawford, then you're going to see a whole bunch of videos hating on Crawford. And people in the chat saying all kind of bad shit about Crawford because they don't like him. They might be mad at Trump or something and want to take it out on Crawford. I don't know. And then if you don't like Canelo, then people going to come out with a whole bunch of shit about Canelo and all that stuff there, this and that. But the truth is, I don't know. True. That's the truth. Just being honest with you. I don't know. You get what I'm saying? So anyways, before we get into the show, we got to say all praise is due to the Most High, the Most Exalted. My main man, six-figure Johnny Rice.
Well, I guess I got to be like everybody else and sing Al Heyman. I can quit my job now, baby. 6 figures, baby. You feel me? I'm about to
But a name. Do you have a name?
Oh, nah, I ain't got no name,
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
All I know is I'm loving this shit. I'm loving it. I ain't gonna sit here and lie to you. I didn't really, matter of fact, I didn't do too many videos. Matter of fact, I didn't do no videos about it. I only did one video, which was yesterday. Was that yesterday? No, day before yesterday. That was Tuesday. I only did one video about Crawford and Canelo. Even when the news broke about the rumors that broke about that they were supposed to fight. I didn't do no videos about that. Because, there was nothing concrete. I like to kind of talk about stuff concrete. And the reason why I don't make a bunch of videos, like I really don't make a lot of videos. I don't. Like, I should make videos because I can make more money if I was to make more videos, if I was to drop 4 or 5 videos a day on top of doing live shows. It's just me. I don't like, I don't like making thumbnails. I make good thumbnails, but I'm like, man, I just don't want to be in front of the computer all these hours. And okay, I just shot this video. Okay, let me upload it. Okay. Let me upload it. All right. Okay. Let me drop it in cap cut. All right. Let me do my edits. All right. Bam. Let me bounce it out. Okay. Create the thumbnail. Okay. Let's upload. You get what I'm saying? Now if I probably, I just don't like doing it, dog. I just don't like doing it. You get what I'm saying? I mean, now that's a bad thing. If I talk to my mentor, he'll probably tell me, no, man, you got to feed them. You got to make as many videos as possible. Make a video. If they talking about this, make a video about that. Make a video about that. I just don't do it, dog. I really don't have the time because I got other shit. I got other shit that I got to do. You get what I'm saying? So, anyways, shout out to everybody. Shout out to Green Eyes P. Green Eyes P, what's up? Shout out to the lovely Miss Connie. Miss Connie is here. It is what it is. What we're not going to do, we're not going to be doing no arguing today about millionaires.
You want to argue? I can't argue with you. You mad. Look at you. You mad. I don't get paid to argue with you. Who is you? You ain't nobody.
Yeah, man, it is what it is. Hey, man, shout out to Jamie from New York. Jamie, what's going on, fam? AJ said you can always hire somebody to do that stuff for you. Hey, you know what? I probably can hire people, but it ain't worth me hiring them. It's not worth me hiring them because I do stuff on the spot. So, if I hire somebody to do that for me, I have to send it to them, and then they're gonna edit the videos when it's when they have time to do it, to fit it in their schedule. And the way the boxing news work, if something come out, you got to shoot that video, edit it, and upload it right then. So that won't work. That won't work for me. Now, if I was to do which I'm gonna be doing when I'm gonna be doing more interviews and stuff like that. When I'm about to do an interview and I'm not looking to drop it right now, then I can send it to somebody and have them do it. But it got to be worth. I don't believe in wasteful spending. So if I'm gonna spend money on a guy and they probably gonna want to try to charge, a certain amount of money, I'm like, man, I can do that shit myself. So it is what it is. So I just make sure I don't get burnt out. That's why I just like doing the one shows a day. Anyways, it is what it is, man. Shout out to the Face of Boxing. Yeah. Oh, that look good. And back by popular demand, we got my main man, Slick Rick. Rick Glazer's in the building. Let's give Rick Glazer a round of applause. Rick, what's going on, fam? Talk to me.
How come it always sounds like the same amount of people are clapping?
Yeah, because it's the same sound. it's the same sound, Rick.
I know that. What's happening?
Hey, listen, man, check it out. Let's get straight to the chase. So we just heard news that Canelo, according to Ring Magazine, Canelo and Crawford fight is now off.
It's off, but it still may happen on that same date. It's just that negotiations, quote, have broken down on the Canelo side. So it doesn't mean it's not going to happen. It just means that right now it's not looking rosy like it was, where everybody thought it was going to happen for sure. And now it's probably 50-50.
So what was the point in Ring Magazine, which is owned by Turk Al-Sheikh? What was the point of them reporting that, hey, Crawford and Canelo were going to fight each other? It's pretty much
because that's what the original intention was, and that's what everybody was looking at it as really going to happen, because everything was so positive and rosy and hunky dory, and all of a sudden, till it wasn't. It's that famous line: "It didn't hurt till I got hit," and when they got hit, it hurt. So there you go.
All right. So is this not nothing new in boxing? You think you got something going down, and then for whatever the reason may be, you report.
Well, you're right. You're right, except that this was farther along than that. In other words, this was like you figure you got a deal, and all of a sudden you don't have a deal. So it was a little like it was like an airplane crash. And I hate to use that expression, but
Yeah.
it was flying along till it wasn't, and everything was wonderful. Then all of a sudden, boom, a catastrophe. So we'll see. It's not right now. It's off, but it doesn't mean it won't happen.
Well, I mean, it's kind of crazy, Rick, because we heard that, hey man, they agreed on everything. The money was there. They agreed on the money. Then they agreed on okay, the date's supposed to happen in September instead of May, and just 2 days ago they reported. 2 days ago, yesterday, they reported that the fight was going to happen at Allegiant Stadium. In Las Vegas, where the Raiders play at, and then next thing you know, bam. So, I kind of like, damn, dog. Like, you putting all this information out there, Ring Magazine, and but the reality is there was never a deal.
Well, there was no deal, but everything was going in that direction smoothly. So they put it out. They jumped the gun, obviously. But everybody said the same thing. The fight's in the process of happening. I am not mad at Ring. ESPN wrote it. It's getting finalized.
Yeah,
Everybody.
did it.
Yeah, you can't. You can't blame any of the outlets. Their own people put it out.
That's
The deal is moving along. It's just we're getting it together and it's happening and everything else. We're just going over the fine details, and then all of a sudden, Canelo turned up. Or turned out from the deal and literally left town, in the sense that, they broke off negotiations. So, I mean, we'll see, but I think it'll happen.
Yeah. Because it's funny because I even looked at the ESPN Deportes, and ESPN Deportes, they was like one of the first websites. Anything dealing with Canelo, I go to them first. Those guys over there, and they was reporting the exact same thing. That fight's when it was done, it's going to happen. That's where I was getting all of my information from, for the most part, ESPN Deportes. And they pretty much be spot on, and it's like everybody, I don't know. Why do you think Canelo? I don't get it. I don't know. We probably won't know until they release that information.
Let's put it this way to you. Maybe it's Canelo just playing games for more money. Who knows? I don't know exactly, but I don't know his state of mind. I don't talk to Canelo. I don't have a direct contact with it. I don't have direct contact with him.
Yeah, nobody does.
No,
nobody does. So, contrary to popular belief, if you listen to some of these Canelo male groupies, let them tell it. They got a direct connection with him, and they know everything that he does, and he consult with them. But nobody does. But go ahead, Rick. Sorry about that.
I think it'll still happen. It's just there's a little impasse here, and I think they'll work through it. 99% of the time, money resolves all issues, no matter what the issue is. So.
But God damn, how much money he won for the fight?
Well, no. I didn't say he wanted too much money. I said whatever the issue is, it'll get resolved. It'll get resolved. There's a lot of money at stake.
Yeah. All right. Well, so what's going on with one of my favorite fighters, Jake the Snake Paul? Is Jake the Snake Paul still fighting Canelo in May? Is that done or what?
They're in the process of finalizing that. But I don't think Canelo's pulling out of that one. That's like a gift from God.
Jake the Snake. Hey, look here, man. Look here. Hey, Rick. Cherry picking gonna go wrong on this here. Y'all looking at Jake the Snake as it's something sweet, as though this is an easy fight. I'll tell you something. Jake the Snake may upset the apple cart. Listen, hey Rick, I have to read this to you. I swear to God, I got to read this to you. Yesterday, 2 days ago, we were talking about David Benavidez, right? David Benavidez and David Morrell. Yeah. And we had a lot of Canelo calls call into the show, and the David Morrell fans, some of them called into the show, and David Benavidez fans called to
Oh,
the show.
hold on. There's David Morrell fans.
And well, you know what? It was probably like one or two, maybe one or two.
Okay.
One or two. All right. So anyway, yeah. But Benavidez fans called the show, right? So I was laughing. I was like, look, man, how in the hell did Jake the Snake Paul and Terence Crawford land the fight with Canelo before David Benavidez did? Like, wasn't nobody even thinking about Crawford nowhere? And Jake Paul was on a whole nother planet somewhere. Now, all of a sudden, these two guys land the fight for David Benavidez. So what happened was there was this guy. He loves Canelo. He probably got a poster of Canelo on the wall right now. He called the show, and they were saying that David Benavidez, he has to do more. Another dude from DC, Ron Boy Fresh, called. He was like, yeah, man, send him in. He said Canelo was doing all of the heavy lifting. Benavidez ain't fighting nobody. So I said, what does it take for David Benavidez to get a fight? And I had 13 things. One was he got to put butts in seats. He has to be a draw, number 2. Number 3, he has to be a cash cow. These are all of the things that David Benavidez have to do to get a fight with Canelo. Number 4, he has to do more of the heavy lifting. Number 5, he has to know how to market himself. 6, we need to figure out what his nationality is. 7, he has to go on an apology tour. 8, you have to be nice to Canelo. 9, he has to have a country backing him. 10, he has to have a rehydration clause. 11, he has to show respect. 12, he can't call himself the Mexican monster. And 13, he has to get his followers up. I looked at Jake Paul. He has a lot of followers on social media. He has more followers than Canelo. He has like 28 million followers on Instagram. He has like 20-something million on X. And he has like 23, 24 million on YouTube. And Canelo got 19 million followers on Instagram, which is not small at all. So Jake Paul, with the following that he has, Rick, does that fight make sense to you from a financial standpoint?
Absolutely. Not even a question.
Yeah.
Not even a question. So, I mean, listen, I hope they hold it on July 4th. This way we can watch Jake Paul get barbecued.
Hey, look here, man. Look, Rick, you ain't gonna be talking bad about Jake Paul now. That's me. I rocks with Jake. I rocks with Jake now. Rick, this is crazy, fam. Like this story is lighting the boxing world up, putting the boxing world on fire right now. You get what I'm saying? And
yep.
I've been doing this boxing stuff for 4 years now, and I've been knowing you for 3 years. And I can tell you this: there's nothing that I like more as a content creator than the drama, because to give people something to talk about. It's going to be men arguing all day about this news, this fighter, who they like, who they don't like, and it just, for me, it's just fun. It's laughable. For you, where does Terence Crawford go from here?
If I was him, I'd fight no matter what in April or May, and then no matter what. I wouldn't depend on Canelo.
I agree, because at this point, I'm gonna tell you how I feel about it. You wasn't on the radar. You came out of nowhere, and you started calling Canelo out. Said you want to fight Canelo. Now I know Bud is a very strong-willed individual, right? From my observation of them, and I'm like, but you can't make somebody fight you. If a motherfucker don't want to fight you, they don't want to fight you. You have to move on. Life goes on. You get what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
I want to see who would he fight at 154. I don't think he's going to fight the IBF guy. I heard something about that. I don't think he's going to fight that guy. Is there anyone else that you would like to see him fight at 154 that has a belt?
I think the 154, the IBF guy, Martalayev there, I think he's the best candidate for him because he's got the IBF belt, but also because he's not a huge draw and they can get him for a reasonable price. So he won't be able to demand a lot of money.
So what is Scampson going to do with Fundora? What is he going to do?
No idea. I have no idea. I don't have a clue. Fondora is Fondora, and good luck to those guys.
Okay.
Pandora's a nice kid, and I like the father Freddie, and I like Gabriella, the sister who's a world champion herself. But
Yeah, absolutely.
the business that those guys, that guy should be a star, and they've just never developed him into a star. They developed him into a fighter, and he needed to be a star too. And he could have been. He's got a nice personality. He's pleasant.
Yeah, he's a nice guy.
Nice guy, nice kid. Yeah, I mean, they could have done a lot. They could have done a lot better for him. They just never did it. So, is what it is. I guess
he's a unified champion, and I like Fundora's a nice guy. His sister's very, very nice. He doesn't have any fans. Fundora really ain't got no fans. To be fair, man. Like, I'm just being honest with you, bro. Like, I talk to a lot of people. I go to the spots where people talk about boxing all the time.
I just said that he doesn't have any fan base.
Yeah, he doesn't have a fan base at all. Yeah, he doesn't. That's why I kind of laughed when Sampson said that we don't want to fight Crawford. We'll fight. We'd rather fight Errol Spence in Dallas Stadium in front of 90,000 people. So I posed the question: okay, where is the 90,000 people gonna come from? Because Errol Spence fought Mikey Garcia. And I think that was his biggest crowd that he fought in front of in Dallas Stadium. It was like 38, 39, maybe 40,000 showed up. And I heard the ticket price wasn't really that high, so that was cool. But Fundora is a Cuban American, Mexican Cuban. I think his father's is Cuban and his mother's Mexican or something of that sort. And I'm like, dude, he's from Florida. He's from here, Florida. And I'm like, don't nobody know who the hell this dude is outside of YouTube boxing channels and social media, but that's it. They don't know who this guy is. So where the 90,000 people gonna come from?
They're not.
You get what I'm saying? So Scamson was lying again on that. So only thing we can do, Rick, is look at the 154 landscape and these fighters, and see what's going on. I mean, at this point, shit, Errol Spence and Terence Crawford might well rematch. Fuck it, might as well. At this goddamn point. Because we don't know what the hell's going on with Spence. Or Jamel Charlo. What's going on with Jamel Charlo? We can get a Crawford and Jamel Charlo fight.
Do they even, the Charlo brothers, Jermel, the one that already fought Canelo, I don't even know if he fights anymore.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything from him neither. So, he got
the only thing you hear about those two brothers when they get in legal trouble. It's the only time you hear about them. You don't hear about them other than that.
Yeah, really, I don't know. Really, it's more so Jamal. So what I'm gonna do, Rick, I'm gonna look at this 154 division. We know Sebastian Fundora have to have two belts. He has the WBO and the WBC. Crawford has the WBA, and the Russian Bakram has the IBF. So it's gonna be one. It has to be one of those two guys. I don't know. It has to be one of those two guys.
Yeah, we'll see. It will be nice if Crawford was undisputed in another weight class, and then maybe he can move up to 50, maybe move up to 60 if this Canelo fight never happens, So
I think, I'm not gonna lie, I think irregardless of what happened, I think he called it curtains this year. I've been on record saying that. Now
you talking about who? Canelo?
No, Crawford. I think he's done with boxing this year. Now. I didn't hear this from Bomac. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't hear this from Bud. I did not hear this from anybody in his camp. So I don't want nobody saying, well, Coach said, Bud said he retiring this year. I'm not saying that. I'm telling you my opinion based on whatever I'm basing it on. I'm not gonna get into it, but whatever I'm basing it on. I'm telling you that's my viewpoint of it. Based on, I don't want to give it away. I just say just based on what I'm basing it on. I'll talk to you about it after the show.
No, I get it. Your intuition.
Yeah. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, I think. So I think. Regardless of what, this gonna be it anyway. So I don't know if he's gonna go for undisputed at 154. I doubt if he does. I don't know. Because he's gonna have a hard time getting Fundora. Well, you know what? He had an opportunity to fight Fundora. But Fundora didn't want to fight him. Bud called this show. He gave him permission to go ahead. He said he wanted to fight. And then Sampson said, why we don't want to fight Bud. He can't sell. We'll fight Errol Spence. We could do 90,000 in the stadium. That's what Sampson said. He said that. I got the actual video where he said it. We'll do 90,000 in Dallas Stadium, and then that fell through. Then now what? You get what I'm saying? So how you gonna do 90,000 with a fighter who don't nobody know who the hell he is?
Yeah,
You know,
you're
so
right.
that's so you get what I'm saying, Rick. So that's crazy. So yeah, I mean, hell, I might well. I'd rather see Jamel Charlo get back in the mix as well. Fight the Russian dude, and then see what's up from there. I don't know.
We don't
It
even
might be.
know if Jamal. We don't even know if Jamal can make 154 still.
That's a good question. That's a
You
good
know,
question. I didn't even think about that. Jamel may come back and
well,
fight at 160
that's why
at
you
least.
talk to me. That's why you talk to me. See, at least you know why you're talking to me. You didn't think about that.
Yeah,
See?
yeah. No, I didn't think about that because I'm assuming that he come back down to 154. But you're right. A lot of times when they move up in weight, they very seldom come back down to the same weight they
Correct.
moved up from. Yeah,
Correct.
yeah.
You're absolutely right.
So Rick, so what's going on? What's going on with have you heard any rumblings about people not getting paid working with Turkey Al Sheik or anything like that?
No, nothing like that at all.
From no promoters or fighters or nothing.
Nothing. Everybody's happy.
Everybody's happy. Everybody getting paid. So we know money's not the issue.
No.
What's going on with Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Boy? If they, we know they have the fight coming up with Kid Austin and Shakur Stevenson. Oscar came out on record saying that, he really didn't want to make that fight. He looked at Kid as a prospect, this and that, but the father pushed for it. I call him, the nickname I have for him. The father pushed for it. So,
what is that nickname again?
Mama Holyfield.
Mama Holyfield.
Mama Holyfield, yeah.
Yep.
So, is Oscar happy with Turkey Al Sheik too?
Absolutely, they're good, very good friends.
Real good
Yeah,
friends.
the reason why he sold the Ring magazine to Turkey is not for the money, that he, not because of the money that he paid him, was because he felt that the magazine was going to be in great hands and the guy would have the financial wherewithal to improve everything. And a good steward for the brand, and it's an iconic brand. So he felt that Turkey was the right guy.
Now I will say this: I'm looking at this schedule that Turkey Al Sheik has right over here on Ring Magazine.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna tell you something. This guy, I don't know who do the writing on this website. I know he doesn't, but whoever do the writing on this website, let me tell you something, Rick. They have all of the fights. When I say all of the fights, they show exactly which. Okay, I'm gonna give you a perfect example. They have a fight schedule out right now.
Yeah.
The fight schedule shows all of the fights that's going on all around the world, not just the big fights. And it has the flag of the country where the fights are at, right? So they have like 7 or 8 fights going on in Germany or somewhere tomorrow. They have fights going on on the African continent. I forgot which country it was in Africa tomorrow, right? And it's like 6 or 7 fights. Like literally, they have the fights, the names, the times when all of these fights are going to happen everywhere around the world on their fight schedule. I'm not saying they have every fight, but you get what I'm saying. Like, because when you go to the boxing scene don't show it like that. They don't show that. Not like that. Not like, I don't know if you noticed that, Rick, but not like doggone Ring Magazine. They showing all of the fights. So I'm like, man, if you can get it, I'm like, it's a whole lot of fight parties you could probably do, What say you about the Ring Magazine? You like the way they, are you a subscriber? Do you like the way they have it
He's
laid out?
improving it. He's spending money. He's spending time. He's hired some good people, and it's improving. It's no question about it. And anything that's that somebody can make better, I like it.
Mm-hmm. Do you foresee yourself working with the Saudis anytime soon, later on down the line?
If the offer presents itself, I will never say never or impossible or anything like that. I like what Turkey Al Sheik's doing. Mm-hmm. It makes sense, and he's for the betterment of boxing, and so am I. So, would I welcome to sit down with him to talk about what we do together? Of course I would, no question about it. I actually met him back on August 10th at the Virgil Ortiz fight in Vegas, but I never had a chance to sit down and talk to him. He was surrounded by too many people. We shook hands and all that stuff, and I was introduced to him, but that was it at that point.
Yeah, I know how it is when you're surrounded by a lot of people. It's really very hard to get a conversation in because you got people pushing you to go this way, that way, and yeah, I
Right.
know how that is. And you don't want to seem like
No.
I get it, I get it. I think that time happened. 2025, Rick, we starting out pretty good. We got some good fights. With David Benavidez, David Morrell, that was a good fight card. How do you foresee the rest of the fight schedule playing out for this year? Do you think we're going to continue to get some good fights?
We're going to get some very, very big fights this year. Yep. We got a couple of them last year with
Yeah,
the two Fury and Usyk fights.
yeah,
Beterbiev,
yeah.
and
Bivol, yeah.
Evolve. And now the
Yeah.
rematch is coming up in 2 weeks. So, yeah, we got a lot of good shit happening. No question about it.
What do you think about Anthony Joshua versus Martin Bakoli? What do you think about that fight? I'm hearing that's done. That fight is signed from what I'm seeing on Ring Magazine. That's done.
Well, it just depends how much Anthony Joshua has left. I don't think he's got a lot left. And I think that he's tailor-made for Piccoli at this point in time. 2 years ago, I wouldn't have said that, but he is now. And I could see Piccoli literally steamrolling him.
Hey, look here, man. Look here. Hey, Rick, I can't even front. I said this man finna get sent to the shadow realm, man. This man, listen, Martin Bakoli, and listen, I like Anthony Joshua, but I can't front, man. The man chinny now. It's over with, bro. Like Martin Bakoli. Sorry about that, Rick. Martin Bakoli is going to do to him what he did to Jared Anderson. Matter of fact, Martin Bakoli is going to do to him what Daniel Dubois did to him. He's just going to steamroll him. I don't at this point, I just think Anthony Joshua, he's a shot fighter now, bro. Like the way Daniel Dubois beat him, and he made it look easy. Like he just ran through him like wet toilet paper. I'm like, fam, yeah, what you think Bakoli gonna do to him?
I agree.
Man, he finna get his whole jawbone broke, man. I guess he might be cashing out right now. He might as well. And why he didn't rematch Dubois?
That's a great question. I don't know. That's what I would have done if I was him, rather than fight Piccoli. Now, what I
Yeah.
really would have done is if I would have went for a couple soft touches where you get almost sure wins, get two of those like within a couple months of one another, and then look for a big fight. But they want to do things differently. What can I tell you?
I don't know, man. I'm hoping that we're gonna see if this fight is finalized because I've been hearing that this fight is that's who Joshua's supposed to be fighting next, and I'm hoping that if it's really I don't know, man. I got Joshua. Like I ain't got no confidence. I like Joshua, I do, but I'm not gonna let my like for him get in the way of my judgment. I just don't think that. I think he's shot, bro.
He is
Sorry
shot.
about that, Rick.
He is
Sorry
shot.
about that, Rick. I think he's shot, bro, for real. I mean, the man is shinny for real. What you think about the Devin Haney? Who is Devin Haney fighting? Ramirez?
Yes, Jose
they're fighting
Ramirez.
Jose Ramirez.
Jose Ramirez is on the back nine, and he's slow of hand and foot. And I think as long as Ramirez doesn't land the left hook, Haney will be fine. Haney's got to worry about that left hook coming in because he's susceptible to left hooks, as we saw against Roley.
You mean Ryan?
Yeah, well, yeah, Ryan.
Yeah.
Yes, we saw against Ryan Garcia. Yep.
So how do your honest opinion? Because now Ryan Garcia apparently is back working with Eddie Reynoso. He's back working with Eddie Reynoso. So I don't know what the fuck that means. But he's back working with Eddie Reynoso. So
It doesn't mean much.
If he's focused, and do you think that Eddie Reynoso can do something with him? Because he's coming off a 2-fight winning streak with Derek James, but now he's back with Eddie Reynoso. Do you think that will help him in the Devin Haney rematch, or what say you about that? Is that a plus or a minus?
I don't. I think it's a standoff. I don't think anybody's going to teach anything to Ryan Garcia. He's going to do what he wants to do.
Rick, somebody just reminded me in the chat. What were the pay-per-view numbers for Benavidez?
I don't have them yet.
Okay, don't have them. Well, if you were to do a guesstimation, what would you guess they did?
80, 85, maybe 90,000, 80 to 90,000, somewhere in that one area.
I mean, that's pretty good in today's time, is when you say.
Um,
I
yeah, I
mean,
mean, that ain't much.
I read a report. I read a report that the pay per view needed to sell. I don't know how true this is. I find it very hard to believe, but it needed to sell like 850K buys in order for Burrell and Benavidez to get money on the back end because.
Come on.
Hold on, that shit sounded crazy. They got to hold on, Rick. Hold on now. They got to get some money on the back end now. So, do you think there's any back end money that'll be available for that fight after after the pay per view?
Well, we know it wasn't 850,000, so I don't know. I don't know what the numbers were, but probably not.
Hey, look here, man. Man, back end promotions. Lord have mercy. Have you heard anything about your friend, your good buddy Al Heyman? I know y'all good friends. Heard anything about him? Is he doing well now? Or?
No, he's in an infirmary in L.A. area somewhere.
He's in the infirmary.
Yeah, what do they call those when you're long term hospital stay? Not a hospital, but like
the hospice.
No,
not hospice. Yeah.
No, like an old folks home, like rehab or one of those.
No, man, no, don't be stoned, man. I don't believe that, Rick. Rick, no, you with the bullshit. No, man, no. So you say Al Heyman at the old folks home?
Well, like that, assisted living.
Assisted living. Wait a minute. Why would he be in assisted living?
Because he had a whole bunch of strokes.
Oh, he had strokes?
Yeah, he had a lot of strokes. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know Al Heyman had strokes. So who's running the company now?
Bruce Binkow and Lion Louis DeCubas Jr. You know.
Louis DeCubas, that's the one with the glasses, right? Louis
no, that's senior.
Oh, that's senior. Oh, Louis DeCubas Jr. is running it.
Yeah, Lion Louis. His nickname Lion. The kid's name is Lion Louis.
Okay.
The next time he tells the truth, it'll be a historic moment in American history.
So Louis DeCubas. Who was running it?
Bruce Binkow.
Bruce Binkow.
Yeah, Bruce Binkow. Yeah.
I don't know how to spell that, but I'll spell it the way you said it. Bruce Binkow. And what about Tom Brown?
Well, he has his own company. He's doing the logistics and setting the shows up, but he's helping out, I'm sure.
What about what's the main man name? The Weasel.
He's in charge of production of the events. In other words, the shoot, the TV production part of the streaming part.
All right, so the Weasel is a part of we're gonna put the Weasel there. The Weasel is a part of the production.
Oh yeah.
Espinosa. Okay, cool. All right, so damn, man, I'm sorry to hear that, man. I don't had a bunch of strokes. Damn, that's why ain't nobody been able to get in contact. So what about his mom in Cleveland?
I have no idea.
So Rick, how do you know this? How do you know this, Rick? We gotta come on, man. We gotta do some pushback on it. How do you know this? How do you know this is going on with Al?
I know.
But how do you know? The inquiring minds want to know. The people we got almost 1,000 people listening to the show. The people want to know, Rick. The people. We doing this for the people, by the people, other people.
You sound like Don King now.
Yeah, Don King, my favorite promoter. I love Don.
I know for a fact where not the name of the facility, but I know he's in one of those type of facilities. So
you know for a fact.
Yep.
Okay. You can't. So you can't give up your sources.
Of course not.
All right, Rick, man. But look here, man. I ain't gonna hold you longer, man. Damn, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Damn. All right, Rick, man. I'm gonna let you go. I really appreciate you, man. I just wanted some information as it relates to the.
You want me on Monday after the Super Bowl?
Yeah, Monday after the Super Bowl, we could do that, man. I'm going for Philly. I'm riding with the Dirty Birds. I'm tired of Kansas City winning. I'm hating on them. I want to see Philly win.
You're not alone. Yeah, so is 90% of America. The rest of the people live in the Kansas City area. I'll,
All right,
I'll
Rick.
talk
I'll
to you.
talk to you,
Bye
man.
bye now.
All right,
Bye bye
salute,
now.
man.
Yep.
Tired of Rick Glazer. Yeah, man. Tired of these motherfuckers. Man. Every time I turn around, Kansas City Chiefs. I'm tired of them winning. I'm hating on them. The Kansas City Chiefs have become the New England Patriots of today's time. When New England was winning all those Super Bowls, and I was a diehard. Well, I'm a diehard Tampa Bay fan, but my second team was New England Patriots. So I jumped on the bandwagon in 2001 when they had doing this the September 11th. I jumped on the bandwagon. You know, Tom Brady, my favorite quarterback of all time, Tom Brady. Well, you know, it was Doug Williams, but my favorite quarterback of all time is Tom Brady. Especially once he came to Tampa and took us to the land of milk and honey, and we won the Super Bowl about 4 or 5 years ago. When he did that, so Tom Brady can't do no wrong to me. But Kansas City have become the New England Patriots. They get all the calls. The referee, you know, listen, every time there's a call, the referee throw a flag, it's against the other team. If you look at Tom Brady hard enough, you get a roughing the passer. You get what I'm saying? Like, Kansas City is the New England Patriots. Literally. I'm telling you, if you ain't came up in that Patriot era, you wouldn't know what I'm talking about. They are the New England Patriots. Literally. True. God damn. Anyways. I'm finna go ahead and drop these phone lines, man. But before we do, shout out to the Snow Bunnies, man. It is what it is.
I just want to rap.
Anyway, man, listen, I supposed to give y'all the Snow Bunny love, man, but I had to hit y'all with that one first.
See your eyes shine, she's my snow bunny, please. In the winter lights, so she's my sweet Dr. Free. Talk to my nose, this love has got it so raw. Make you move, stepping out, grip out of control.
It's me against the light.
Snow bunny,
Moving on the bar. Everything's so right. Got that smooth soul feel.
no, that's
Dance it in the light. With my snow bunny love. We're party about the night.
see your eyes shine, she's my snow bunny, please. In the winter lights, so she's my sweet Dr. Free. Talk to my nose, this love has got it so raw. Make you move, stepping out, grip out of control.
Bunny love. It's me against the light.
Snow bunny,
Moving on the bar. Everything's so right. Got that smooth soul feel.
no, that's
Dance it in the light. With my snow bunny love. We're party about the night.
All right, we got the Snow Bunny love, man. It is what it is, man. Y'all call the show, man. 530-494-9636.
You want to talk some shit? Call me. Start some shit, bitch.
Sup, fool? You gonna talk shit about me, homie? Where you from?
Hundreds of niggas is waiting for your motherfucking call, and they all talking shit about you right now.
Call the coach at 530-494-9636. We waiting on your bitch ass. 530-494-9636. Y'all call the show, man. Let me know what y'all think happened, man. Why we got over 900 people watching the show between YouTube and X. Shout out to everybody watching on X. Shout out to everybody watching on Rumble. Yeah, man, what y'all think happened, man? Rick Glazer don't know, so we should hear that. I don't think no one knows, so I think he said that, Canelo, I think he pulled out or something of that sort. So, the Jake Paul fight is going to go down like the Titanic. The Jake Paul fight going down like the Titanic. Jake the Snake Paul. Ooh, Lord have mercy. But I remember when Floyd Mayweather was getting, hold on. I remember when Floyd Mayweather, we was ripping Floyd. Floyd, Floyd just don't want to retire. He just keep fighting exhibitions, and he said he making 20, 30 million every time he fight an exhibition. I ain't gonna lie, Floyd, Them exhibitions ain't selling like that. But you know, to be fair, they're not selling like that at all. I'm telling you, they're not selling like that. Well, the one that happened here when he fought Jake Paul, that shit ain't do nothing. You know, but yeah, I don't know, man. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna just listen to the calls and let everybody talk, give me their opinion. I ain't gonna say nothing on this. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from? Hold on. Sorry about that. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Joking about Canelo finalizing the fight with Jake Paul.
Jamie from New York, talk to me.
No way, man. What's up, man? Coach, tell me that Rick Glacier is joking about Canelo, finalizing the fight with Jake Paul, bro.
No, Eddie Hearn saying the same thing. Eddie Hearn saying that fight a done deal. That's what Eddie Hearn say.
Nah, man, bro. Okay, well, all right, but in Butt's situation, Coach, I think if he should fight stay at 154, man. He already got a belt. You know what I mean? I think he should unify. You know, if I were him, that's what I would do. You know, and he's there in age. 38. I will retire.
He'll be 38 in September. He'll be 38 in September. I think whatever happens, this is his last year. This is my intuition.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think the Canelo fight, I know it's a big money fight. Of course, he wants that.
I mean, big money fight for both guys.
But both guys. That's true. That's true. You're right. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
But again, I'm more of a history guy, so I would go, chase those belts at 154. Unify again. I think that's harder to do, especially nowadays. But again, he already got a belt, and Fondora's got 2, I believe. So I know it's gonna be tough for him to land that fight, but I don't know, Coach. What do you think? I don't know, man. Damn, bro. He's just sitting around, bro. He's like wasting time, bro. Like, you feel he should get a fight in?
I mean, to be honest with you, I feel that he should get a fight in at 154, maybe unify the division. If you want to go out on his own terms, he's earned the right to go out on his own terms. Yeah. When a fighter's been boxing as long as Bud, and he's been boxing for 17 years, he's been a pro, for 17 years now. So he's earned the right to go out on his own terms. I'm never the one to tell a fighter how to go out when you put in the work that long. You're a first ballot Hall of Famer and stuff like that. But if you are going to continue the fight, then I hold him to the criteria that I hold everyone else. Fight the other top guys. Yeah. But some top fighters are not required to fight the other top guys. So, it is what it is. Yeah.
Coach, I know if you've heard about, what is it they call it? Silk sheet. I'm not saying he's in that, he's moving like that. But I know boxing is tough, bro. When I used to do it, it was hard like a motherfucker, bro. Mm-hmm. And these motherfuckers do it for a living. For like him, going on 18 years, that's crazy.
Yeah, he got a lot of money though. You can move like that. You can move like that when you're rich. When you're rich and got the money that he has, like he got a lot of money.
Yeah.
Contrary to popular belief, YouTube. They think Bud, man, he ain't got no money. You know what I mean? Because they hate the dude. I'm like, these niggas just be saying anything out their mouth. But when you got the type of money that Bud have, he got a lot of money, bro. Like he's an 8-figure guy. Yeah. He got damn near $20 million net worth. So he got properties everywhere. Yeah. He got plenty of bread, bro. Trust me.
Yeah, him and his family are set for life, bro. So that's a beautiful thing. I'm happy for him, bro. But he just started getting the fights at older age, I guess, which. I mean, I blame his promoter, to be honest with you. But anyways, Coach, damn, I wanted to ask you something about Bud. Damn, I don't remember. All right, Coach, that's my call, man.
All right, salute, fam.
Bro. Peace.
What you say? Pugilism. Hold on, what pugilism said? Hey, pugilism, what you say, fam? He said Bud can fight William Score at 168, then unify with Canelo. Man, I don't even know if that's an option. You get what I'm saying? I mean, we're saying he could do that, but I don't even know if that's an option, to be fair. I don't know. I really don't know, fam. I'm calling. What's your name? Where you calling from?
What up, Coach? It's Coach Eddie from the ATL.
Coach Eddie, talk to me, brother.
What's going on, brother? Normally I wouldn't hesitate to take a shot at Canelo and find the opportunity to call him a duck. but this ain't one of them. You know, I'm turning over a new leaf this year. I'm trying to be more objective, trying not to be blinded by my hate. I'm trying to watch out on my bruh man picks and all that stuff. And I've been taking a lot of L's with the bruh man picks. But like I say, I don't think he ducked Crawford because it ain't nothing to duck. I'm never going to keep it 100. Canelo, you know, he be the favorite in the fight. He be the betting favorite. And if you had any smart money, you put your money on him to win the fight. I just think Canelo has a lot more options. You know what I'm saying? He can fight Jake Paul. He can sit back and wait and see who fight, you know, Dimitri Bivol and try to fight Bivol. I know he ain't going to fight Beterbiev, but if Bivol win, he might try to jump in front of the line, you know what I'm saying, and try to get that fight, that rematch, try to win all 4 belts. You know, just try to make legacy. One thing about Canelo, you never know what the dude going to do, man. You know what I'm saying? He might call you, coach, and ask you for a fight. You know, he's sitting there on the keyboard, and you might get a ring. Ring, hello. Hey, this Canelo, you want to fight, coach? You know what I mean? What? I mean, hey, Canelo, you never know what's gonna happen, man.
but this is the thing, though. Like Canelo don't do social media, so I don't think no one really knows what he's gonna do because he don't say nothing. He don't do any social media at all. Bud a tweet every now and then. He go back and forth with fans and content creators. He'll do that when he get bored, I guess. But he never talk about his business. He never say, I'm negotiating this, I'm doing that. When a fight get made, he don't ever come out and really say much or nothing. You know, unless it's official, then he'll say, hey, I'm fighting this day or whatever. So, you know, you're talking about, but someone like Canelo, he don't say nothing. So, he don't have any spokesperson. You know, even contrary to popular belief, there are a lot of Canelo fans, a good group of them, they feel like they are the spokesperson for Canelo, but he don't know you niggas exist, to be fair. He don't. But he doesn't have a spokesperson or whatever. Just when a fight is made and it's official, then we'll see it's official. But until then, you know, you just never know with this boxing stuff.
Yeah, and I seen Floyd, you know, that kind of concerned me. Cause you know how Floyd is. Floyd kind of like a snake. You can't really trust this dude. Cause we done seen Floyd turn on his friends, man. People like Andre Ward, he act like he your buddy and everything. You know, he trying to downplay you. There's always something when Floyd pop up. You never can tell with Floyd. So, you know, especially if Canelo's back, you know, with the PBC, man, we might get a doggone Jamal Charlo fight, you know, or, you know, Caleb. Like I said, you never know with Canelo, man. Like I said, he don't do much social. You don't know what's going on with this guy, but either way, at the end of the day, that dude gonna move how he want to move. You know what I'm saying? He gonna try to get the most money he can, and it is what it is, man. But that's my call, coach.
All right, salute, fam. I don't see a Canelo trying to go back to fight the winner of Bivol. Let's say Bivol win. Like, I think he's on his easy fight phase of his career. Like, he can't beat Bivol. You know what I mean? Like, Bivol beat him 10-2 last time. So, I don't think he wants to fight any more hard fights. Not no more hard fights. I don't even foresee that at all. But I think the thing that intrigued me the most was just how this news has been falling out. Carla, hold on. Just how the news been falling out. We hear, hey, Crawford and Bud fight. Crawford and Canelo fighting. They were supposed to fight in May. Then, the fight ain't gonna be in May. It's gonna be in September. Okay. Canelo gonna get a fight in before then. Bud may get a fight in before then. Then we heard, okay, they agreed on everything. Is this fight pretty much a go? Then we heard, Canelo gonna fight Jake Paul next in May. Then we heard, the fight, Crawford and Canelo gonna fight at Valiant Stadium in Las Vegas where the Raiders play at. That was just yesterday. And then next thing you know, bam, the fight canceled. Shout out to Adam Torres. Hey, okay. Dropping that half for bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Hold on. Then we heard Oscar De La Hoya say that Canelo signed a 3-fight deal with Turki Al-Rashid. Do you guys remember when Oscar De La Hoya said that? So it just seemed like it's all over the place. Don't nobody know what the hell they talking about at this point. What did he say? He said, I'm thinking Canelo just seeing the money from the Jake fight and comparing the Crawford fight. Probably try to negotiate out the Jake. I mean, we'll see. We'll see, fam. We'll see. We'll see how that works out. You might be right. You might be right about that.
Down from the bar, the
There's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Carter, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, Mo, we good, man. So Cinnamon and Eddie Reynoso looked at some film, and they realized Bud is pretty much Floyd and Bibble rolled up in one, and they don't want none of that. That's basically what happened, Mo. They looked at that shit and said, nah, this Omaha motherfucker is Floyd and Bibble rolled up in one. We don't want it. And if we want it, we asking for 200 mil. So I don't know. Cinnamon doing a smart thing. And I always wanted Bud. I didn't want Bud to go directly into the Cinnamon fight. I wanted Bud to walk his ass down. I want Bud to go to 160 and get a belt. Then say, I'm going to 68 and get a belt. Send her off for have his people send her off for the Cinnamon. What's up, Cinnamon? Cool. You don't want to fight me at 68? I'm going to get a belt anyway. Go get that belt off. Go get that IBF belt. Right? You did? Because why you laughing, bro?
Bro. Hey, boy, you DC niggas, boy. Y'all, boy. Hey, let me tell you something, boy.
I'm telling you, Slim. That Bama, they look, Eddie Reynoso ain't stupid, Mo. He was like, better bees, and this Omaha Bama, I don't think we want zero of that. We don't want zero of that. We don't want none of that right now. We gonna let this Paul. I wouldn't even be surprised, honestly, if Cinnamon fight both Paul brothers this year. 2025 is the year of the Paul brothers, and still clear $250 million and keep it moving.
You $250 million. Hey, so
yeah, he gonna still clear $250 million.
Hey, Jake Paul. I ain't gonna lie, boy. Jake Paul, man, damn, bro. How do you justify that with the boxing world, though?
You can't, but Cinnamon can do what the fuck he want to do. We allowed him to do it. We allowed him to get here. He has a rabid fan base.
Yeah, he do got a rabid fan base.
You got jokers you got jokers doing too much clout chasing and not really trying to fight him. Yeah. And then that's not helping. Just go ahead and fight the man. You got Benavidez doing all that clout chasing. They don't really want to fight. But the only motherfucker that really wants to fight for real. And then we can actually think Bud really. We actually know Bud ain't going up there to play no motherfucking survival games with his ass. Bud either going to clip or get clipped. Yeah. That's just how Bud gonna go out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he not gonna do that shit Jamil Charlo did.
He ain't doing all that, Mo. He's like, Bud go for dead. Bud got too much dog to be out there playing survival games with a bamboo. He going up there to clip or get clipped. That's how it's going to be. And at the end of the day, Team Benavidez don't want that fight, so they let him clout chasing. Bud wasn't doing no clout chasing. Bud was dead serious. He had them people send an offer. But I think Bud still need to pretty much go to 160, walk his ass down, get that belt off for Adamas. I wanted him to fight Carlos Adamas. That was easy work because he was going to fight him anyway at 54 when he's back at top rank. So go ahead and fight Carlos Adamas or whoever, or get that belt off for Kaka style, and then all for the fights. I still want the Cinnamon fight. I'm going up to 68 next. You know how legendary that shit would be, Bud? 54 champion, 60 champion, and a 68 champion, and the 68 champion that's supposed to be the face of boxing refused to fight me. You dig? That'd be legendary. So I think Bud should go that route, Mo. Fuck it, walk him down.
That's
all I got for him, Slim.
We'll see. Hey, shout out to Ron Boy. DC, stand up, man. Salute, fam. That's my brother, there, man. Yeah, Ron Boy. You know, again, I'm always of the opinion that you can't make somebody fight you. You can't make somebody fight you. It's like trying to make a girl talk to you. If the girl don't like you, you can't make her like you. Well, maybe you can if you be persistent enough, but you can't make somebody fight you. If a motherfucker don't want to fight you, you know, it's at some point you gotta move on. You know, Carter, what's your name? You calling from?
Coach, what's going on? Is Ross from New York.
Right, talk to me.
Nothing, Coach. completely like Ron Boy's fresh takes most of the times, but I don't think he knows what the fuck he's talking about. I mean, he's talking like a fan right now. I mean, this whole shit, this whole circus just pretty much proved exactly how Canelo has been moving all this time, including like let's go back to the Charlo Munguia debacle a year ago, which it was the same exact circus. He left the PBC because apparently there were leak reports. Not only Dan Rafael reported that shit, sources in Mexico reported that shit, that he left apparently the negotiating table because he kept demanding to fight Charlo, and it was either Charlo or nobody else, even though they offered him $70 million to fight Benavidez, and ended up going back to Matchroom, to the Zone, only to call back to the PBC to fight Munguia and then Berlanga. At the end of the day, this shit just gonna tell you one thing: Canelo's gonna do what the fuck he's gonna do. He's a guy that he sits on top, he calls the shots, and he doesn't care about boxing anymore. At the end of the day, you know, it's not what the fans want to see. It doesn't really matter. He's going to call the shots. And we can't stop putting blame on other fighters just because they can't get picked. Like, just like you said, you know, fighters just need to move on if they can't get picked. I feel bad for Crawford as well, because you probably thought that he had that shit in the bag, and now he's 37, going into 38. Like, can he afford going at 38, 39 years old to fight Canelo next year? Like, is that even possible? Like, what do you think, Coach?
No, I mean, Canelo don't want to fight him. Canelo don't want to fight him like he don't want to fight David Benavidez. So, it is what it is. You know, I don't think, you know, you can't make a person fight you. You know, we can sit here and we can sit here and speculate, you know, till the sky come home. But the reality of the situation is, like you said, if Canelo wants to fight you, he will fight you. If he don't want to fight you, he's not going to fight you. And that's just reality of the situation. So if a person don't want to fight you, you got to stop chasing him.
My final point, Coach, before I let you go. At the end of the day, Canelo is like a brand, you know, kind of just like this guy mentioned, as far as Canelo being kind of like Coca-Cola. Most superstars or the faces of boxing have gone out pretty sad, you know, including Julio Cesar Chavez after he lost to De La Hoya. His career just kind of dwindled after that. De La Hoya, after beating Pacquiao, he just went out pretty sad. Canelo's at the position where he's protecting his brand. He's practically not going to go outside. You know, at the end of the day, after boxing, he's going to keep doing his business ventures. So for him to go out fucking getting fucked up by either Benavidez or getting outclassed and outpointed by Bud, you know, it is not, no money in the world is worth it. So that's my call, Coach.
All right, salute, fam. I mean, that's the way I see it. I mean, the way I see it is, if a motherfucker don't want to fight you, he don't want to fight you. It's just that simple. You know, you can't sit around and wait on a motherfucker like your career can't be predicated upon I want this one guy. If the one guy is not interested in you, he don't want to fight you, and he decide, you know what, I'm just gonna walk away from the table, because we know it's not the money. Money is not an issue, but at the same time, you ain't gonna give a motherfucker no $500 million for some shit either. You get what I'm saying? So. But it is what it is. If he don't want to fight you, he don't want to fight you. That's just it. It's that simple. It's as simple as that to me. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, Coach, it's Jerry from Baltimore.
Man, Jerry, Beatmore, talk to me, fam.
All right, buddy. A couple things. Bud Crawford and the weight disparity between the two is nothing to really squawk about. Back in the day, they didn't have junior weight classes. Welterweights fought middleweights all the time.
Yeah.
Middleweights fought light heavyweights. It's not the deal. They're the same size. They're both 5'8". Crawford's listed at 5'8.5" in a lot of places, a little bit taller, not enough to make it the same size. Yeah. Crawford has a 3-4 inch longer reach. He's been fighting lower in weight. Fighters cut weight for competitive advantages. Nothing new about that. Boxing's a weight cutting sport. Yeah. That's been going on since Pokey was a pup. But Canelo, despite what some of his haters may say, he's a small super middleweight. He's 5'8". He's a small super middleweight. To me, he's always been a blown up junior middleweight. He's just a badass that doesn't have to cut weight, and he doesn't have to chase paydays. fighters don't just cut weight for a competitive advantage. A lot of times, like you see with Boots Ennis, he's busting at the seams at 47, but he doesn't have a fan base, and if he moves to 54, he'll be a guy with no fan base and no title and no leverage at all. This is why he's staying at 47. Benavidez, he could have moved up to light heavyweight 3 years ago and be fighting comfortably at cruiserweight right now, but he stayed in the division, cutting a lot of weight to get the Canelo fight. Now, yeah, I do believe Canelo ducked him. That should be obvious. But the weight there, I mean, it'd be a good accomplishment. I'm not trying to say that's nothing, but Crawford was 169 the day of his last fight against Madrimov, 169. He's been saying for years that he walks around comfortably 170 plus. If Canelo at 5'8" can carry that weight and fight, so can Bud Crawford. And he would have until September and get with Conte, maybe put on 8 pounds maybe. He doesn't need to be as heavy as Canelo. His best advantage against Canelo is speed. And Canelo would be a fool to get too big against him if they ever fought, because and speed kills in boxing. Nothing's changed.
Yeah.
You know, especially with a good boxer like Crawford who stays in the pocket and gets his shots off. That's a problem. So I don't see the weight as being nearly what some people say. The fight, in my estimation, if it went off in September, is a 50-50 fight. Okay? But let me also just say this. I think they're still going to fight. But I think what happened is the Jake Paul fight got made, and it's not good business to have a big fight already planned when you got a fight like that. What that will do is that's telling fans, mostly casual fans, because us hardcore fans probably feel pretty comfortable that Canelo will beat Jake Paul. But the casuals that make up big pay-per-views, man, if they know you got a big fight scheduled right after that fight, that's kind of saying this fight's either fixed or we know it's one-sided. You see what I mean? It just doesn't make good business sense. It makes better sense to say it's off and keep the fans cliffhanging. He'll go ahead and fight Jake Paul, and about a month later, the fight's back on. Canelo and so that's what I think's going to happen.
You know, this is the thing, though, Jerry. All of this news is moving so fast. Like, first we're hearing, well, you know, Crawford, Canelo ain't interested in Crawford. Then next thing we hear, he's considering it. Then next thing we hear, we see him at the Ring Magazine Awards, and he said that, he's listening to offers. Then next thing we hear, Crawford and Canelo, they got some type of agreement. They agreed to fight each other. They agreed to the terms, this and that. The next thing we hear is almost pretty much finalized. It's not going to happen in March. It's going to happen in September. Like this stuff, every day it seemed like it was something new, Jerry. Then we hear, Jake Paul come out of nowhere. No one said a peep. Like that Jake Paul shit just came out of nowhere 2 days ago. Literally. So, and then, Crawford and Canelo fight gonna happen in Valiant Stadium. I think it's Valiant Stadium. Allegiant Stadium. Allegiant Stadium. My bad. In Las Vegas, Jerry, where the Raiders play at. And then, literally the next day, Crawford Canelo off. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I
do, Coach.
Every day is something different.
I know, but Coach, that's the media. That's the boxing media world we live in today. Yeah. We live in a place where YouTube content creators, and no disrespect, because I don't really see you doing this, but so many of them do, are just throwing shit out there just to get likes and clicks, man.
No, Jerry. No, Jerry, check it out though. This didn't come from YouTube content creators. This came from Ring Magazine. This came from Mexican journalists on ESPN Deportes. It came from the Ring, and I heard it from ESPN Deportes. This is where all this stuff was coming from that I was hearing, that I was seeing. And Turk Ali, she owned the Ring Magazine.
I'm aware of that, but I haven't seen anything really. I never seen anything official that the fight was actually made.
Yeah.
I never heard either fighter say that it was made. I never heard Turkey say it was made. Nothing. I just seen a bunch of YouTube creators doing that. Now, I'm not saying that what you're saying is not true about the Ring magazine, but like I say, I think it's fugazi. Why? How could if you take it on its surface and the fight was made and all parties are in agreement and the venue was picked and the date was picked? What could have possibly have happened for it to just be cold turkey off, other than they just decided that that's what we're going to see? Because again, you're not going to help the Jake Paul fight. Now, yeah, that came out of nowhere, but what we did know is that Canelo was going to fight in May. We knew that. We didn't know who he was going to fight. And frankly, I'm a little bit surprised that he's fighting Jake Paul, but not entirely, because that's a giant payday. And whether fans like it or not, Canelo is a 60-plus fight veteran. He's made a lot of money, but he's got an opportunity. You know, he gets an opportunity to do that.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised because you know, Canelo said that this was a lot of people look at Jake Paul as a joke fight, but then what happened was when Jake Paul beat Mike Tyson, because Jake Paul, he retires legends. That's what he do. Overrated fighters and legends, he retires them. Jake the Snake Paul. Then everybody went to calling him out. Tank say he want to fight Jake Paul. Clarissa Shields say she want to fight Jake Paul. Hell, me and you said we wanted to fight Jake Paul. All these boxers from around the world was calling Jake Paul name out. So you get what I'm saying? Because they was mad at what he did to Mike Tyson. So, Jared.
See, I don't think it's so much that they were mad at what happened with Mike Tyson, because he didn't put any hurt on Mike Tyson. That fight was fugazi. Why they want to fight him is they seen the numbers. They seen the numbers.
Yeah,
it's a money grab. It's a money grab. No question about that. But, for me, at this point with Canelo, he's beyond proving that he's a tough guy. He doesn't really need to win any more titles. Kind of like Bud Crawford. Bud Crawford's not in the proving grounds anymore. He wants paid. If he was in the proving grounds, he'd fight Boots Ennis or Virgil Ortiz. He'd take those fights.
He'd take those fights.
And in his mind, he doesn't need to prove that any longer. He's proven that already, just like Canelo. And the fans may not like it, especially the hardcore fans. But I understand it. I don't really like it. I think he's going to knock Jake Paul out if they fight, and I don't think it's going to be close.
It depends on what's in the contract, Jerry. I hear that Jake Paul have no knockout clauses in his contract. So it depends on what's in the contract.
Yeah, well, okay. Well, I don't know about that. But if that's the case, then maybe.
Listen, Jerry, no knockout clauses. That's what we got in the contract.
When Mayweather fought Conor McGregor, you've seen how much money Mayweather said several times he made more money fighting McGregor than he did Manny.
Yeah.
And I didn't fault Mayweather for that, even though McGregor hadn't had any boxing matches. Man, when you get an opportunity in your life, no matter what your walk of line to line of work is, if you get an opportunity to bank that type of money, man, you better do it. You better do it. Why not do it? All right, buddy.
All right, salute, Jerry. Be more stand up. Hey, look here, man. Floyd Mayweather told y'all a long time ago.
But when you are put in a certain position, he should be he's able to, like me. When I was in a position, I can pick and choose who I want to, because I earned that right.
That's why I play y'all that clip all the time. Listen, Floyd Mayweather told y'all a long time ago. Let me let y'all hear this one more time.
But when you are put in a certain position, he should be he's able to, like me. When I was in a position, I can pick and choose who I want to, because I earned that right.
I'm calling. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Man, what's happening, Coach, man? It's Casino Life Prayers, man.
Man, Casino, man, ATL, man. We got 1,000 here, man. We got over 600 on YouTube, and we got over 350 on X, man. We got over 1,000 here, man. Talk to me.
Man, shout out to the people, man. All 1,000 of y'all, man. Shout out to y'all, man.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you, brother.
You know what I mean? Yes, sir, man. Yeah, man. It's a lot of shit going on, Coach. I got a few ways. I got a few ways to look at this shit. I got a few ways to look at. I could break this shit down a few ways. You know what I'm saying? But this is what I think. My main theory is Turkey out of feet. You know what I'm saying? I love what he's doing for boxing and everything. But at the end of the day, we got to remember
he just started in his boxing shit, so he don't necessarily know everything what he's doing. He just got the money. You see what I'm saying? Having the money don't mean you know how to run a boxing business. You see what I'm saying? So he, like everybody say, he's just a fan with money who got control of the sport. So one thing I know about having money and being excited, you get to talking a lot. You know what I'm saying? And we don't usually get somebody who putting the money behind the fight having social media. You see what I'm saying? Like, I mean, Oscar De La Hoya, he be on social media sometimes, but not the way that Turkey do. Like, Turkey make announcement after announcement after announcement. And I think he done realized that he's fucking it up. Like, I think he realizing that I agree with what Jerry said. Like, the fight might not even be off. You know what I'm saying? The fight might not even be off, but they got too much going on. He done made too many announcements since the year started, bro.
No,
like,
but you know what? But to be fair, I don't. He bought the Ring magazine, but I don't think he's running the day-to-day operations. You get what I'm saying? Like, he bought it, he got a staff, and he have writers. Just like, you know, the Ring magazine is a website. You got writers, so you know they're hearing, hey man, this what's going on, and the Ring magazine is reporting the information. It's kind of like how it was prior to him buying it. So I don't think it's him just making these announcements because it's coming through the Ring magazine. And because he bought it, we're affiliated with him. But I do get what you're saying. You know, if it's coming from the Ring, it's Turkey Al-Sheikh. I get what you're saying. You make a point. You make a point.
That, you know what I'm saying? That, and then also when you get him on camera, like he just got a bag. He got a lot of money, and he feel like he can make anything happen. So he announced shit. Like, but every time he get on camera, he making an announcement. Every time he get on camera, he putting pressure on the fighter. He like, man, you gonna fight this dude this day, right?
But what's wrong with
do this, right?
But what's wrong with that though?
No, there's nothing wrong with it. I'm just telling you why this confusion is happening. Because I feel like they don't realize they done announced too much shit, and now everything is overshining everything. Like, nobody's talking about Bivol versus Arthur Better Be 2. Niggas don't even care about that shit because he done announced so much better shit. You see what I'm saying? So it's like everybody waiting for September just to see him and Canelo and Crawford. But what about everything before that? Like, niggas not even gonna be thinking about this shit.
But if you're on X, he's literally reporting. The Ring is reporting everything. You're not on X. If you go on X, they're not just talking about Crawford and Canelo. Crawford and Canelo is being talked about because they the bigger names. But the Ring puts out boxing matches all the time, every day. That's the one that the people over here is gravitating to, and it seemed like that's all he's talking about. But literally, if you go on the Ring magazine website, and if you go on their X page, he's talking about the rest of the fights just like everything else. Like, literally, I'm telling you, I'm looking at it right now.
Okay, well, yeah. Now I ain't really talking about what they saying. I'm talking about like the content creators. Like, the content creators latched on to that shit, and that's just what, you know what I'm saying? That's all people are gonna talk about until it happens. So it's like, he like, hold on, wait, I got other shit going on, you know what I'm saying? But don't nobody care about it. Only people care about is Canelo versus Crawford. You know what I'm saying? But that's just that was my first thought. You know what I'm saying? My second thought, did you know that Eddie Reynoso was at the Benavidez fight?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so when I heard that had me thinking, like, you know, as soon as they canceled the fight, it had me thinking, like, damn, Eddie Reynoso was at the goddamn David Benavidez fight. You see what I'm saying? And then the other thing too, like y'all was saying, like, shit, that Jake Paul fight, that's the biggest money he can make in boxing. So, you know what I'm saying? He might just cancel everything and focus on that bag, because that bag probably bigger than it's probably so much bigger than every other opportunity he can have, that they just focusing on that shit right now. But like, that's pretty much the first thoughts that I had. You know what I'm saying? But I agree a lot with what Jerry said. I agree with everybody saying. It just, you know, it's confusing. We don't nobody know. It's confusion, and shit. I hope we get some answers ASAP, because I want all these fights. I want all this shit.
All right. Well, salute, fam. Shout out to Casino. ATL, stand up. I will say this though. I'm not going to criticize a guy for transparency. As a boxing fan, hold on. As a boxing fan, transparency is what a boxing fan wants. If you're being transparent, hey, this is what's going on, guys. This is that. I admire the transparency myself. You know, according to Rick Glazer, Al Heyman's sick. Al Heyman had a couple of strokes, and he's at a nursing home somewhere in L.A. I don't know, but ain't nobody saying nothing about Al. That's tight-lipped what's going on with Al. Can't nobody confirm it nor deny it, but so Al don't say nothing, and then Bob Arum said what he say, but I admire the transparency. I do, me personally. I'm not gonna, everybody had their own style, but I'm not gonna fault the man for being transparent. You get what I'm saying? So, Carter, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What's up, Coach? It's Mitchell. I'm calling from Chicago.
You say Mitchell from Chicago?
Yeah.
Mitchell, talk to me, brother.
I'm kind of late coming in, Coach. Did they specify any reason why the fight was canceled, why it was called off?
No, I had Rick Glazer on. Rick Glazer was saying that, Canelo walked away. He said Canelo they had everything set up, everything was done, and at the last minute, Canelo just walked away from it. So he didn't say why.
Yeah.
I don't know. It didn't have nothing to do with the money. I doubt it had anything to do with the money because Saudi Arabia is the one that's financing these fights. The money, they got the money. You know what I mean? No one has had. I haven't heard one person, one fighter, one promoter, one manager, or anything say anything about not getting paid and with Turkey Al Sheikh. So I doubt if it's the money. I don't know. And I can't. You got people speculating, and that's all we can do as boxing fans is to speculate. But the reality of the situation is we don't know why. We don't know why.
Do you think this solidifies like Terence Crawford as the boogeyman of this generation? Does it like make Canelo look bad? Because from I guess reports up until now, like Terence Crawford was all with it, and it seemed like up until this point, like Canelo wants to dictate everything. But then again, I don't know if you can say that if all the terms were agreed upon, but I just think this makes Terence Crawford look good. Like all the doubters that Terence Crawford had his whole career, like he never fails to prove everyone wrong. So I just think this solidifies Crawford, and he needs to get his flowers while he's still in the sport. We shouldn't wait till he's gone. So that's all I gotta say, Coach, man. Congratulations on the success and everything you're doing, man. I'm going.
Hey, I appreciate you, man. Shout out to Mitchell, man. Shot-Town, stand up. Shot-Town. I really don't know, fam. I really can't. Like me personally, I don't have any emotional investment in it. You get what I'm saying? Either way, whether it's Canelo or Crawford, I really don't have an emotional investment in it because I ain't getting none of the money. I really don't know. I don't know. Hell, we only know what they tell us. This is the information that was coming from Ring Magazine. It's owned by the Saudis, Turkey Al Sheikh, the Saudis, stuff like that. They have a bunch of writers over there and stuff like that. And and Rick say, according to Rick Glazer, he said Canelo walked away. Just pulled up and walked away from it. So, on caller, hold on. So we'll probably get some fans to be like, yeah, man, see, you got to be nice and all that stuff there. I'm not into the male groupie stuff. The male groupie stuff, y'all can have that. Put your thong on, whatever. But the reality of the situation is, we don't know. We really don't know, to be fair. Caller, what's your name? Hold on, caller, call back. Whoever the caller was, y'all on the phone, y'all call back. I ain't gonna lie, that Jake Paul shit caught me. That Jake Paul shit caught me totally off guard, bro. Like, man, that Jake Paul shit, Lord have mercy. Caller, what's your name? You calling from?
Martin from Oakland.
Martin, talk to me.
Yeah, Coach, I agree with Jerry from Baltimore and Casino Life Press. I think it's one of those things, like you said. You remember when the Usyk Fury rematch was already signed, or was it the first time they fought? And Fury was gonna fight Francis Ngannou, and it kind of gave off that vibe of, it's a foregone conclusion. Ngannou's gonna lose, and then what ends up happening? Ngannou put hands on him. A lot of people think Fury lost, and it just kind of made it look like the shit was scripted or something bad was gonna happen. And because we had so many other fights where we know what's coming next. But it's just a formality. Once this guy beats this guy, then the next guy up is going to walk in the ring, or he's going to show up at the press conference, make a big scene, hype up the crowd. Oh, shit, that's what we want next, and we're going to get it next. So cool. And I think Turkey or somebody at Ring just got a little ahead of themselves, because if you think about it, nobody from Canelo's side announced anything. We had Bernie the Boxer, going public. Yeah, it's a done deal, whoop, but nobody on Canelo's side has said anything. Now, that doesn't prove anything, of course, but it just seems like, if the, Jake Paul fight does happen, kind of like the whole Tyson thing that, basically just came out of the blue, it would look better if, it's one of those where, you get the casuals thinking, well, if Canelo gets past Jake Paul, we will get that other fight, but it's a big if in the minds of the casuals. You get what I'm saying?
Man, it's so. You see what we over here doing? Hey, Martin, you don't see what we over here doing. See what we see this. We right now we putting together what we think going on, but see what it is now. And everybody's entitled to their opinion. There's that rope there. That's what makes this so funny, and that's why I'm loving it, because it's like, man, sometimes you don't know what you don't know until you know it. We don't know. He walked away for a reason. He walked away for a reason. So I don't know.
Yeah. But because Canelo, he's just such a serious ass dude that, I don't know. I just don't see him as the type to be over here playing these, these, like you said, social media games. But we'll see.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
All right, salute, fam. Yeah, but this is the thing, right? Turkey Al-Sheikh don't play social media games. I'm not saying that's what Martin is saying. Like Turkey Al-Sheikh, look, this is the fight I want. You want this fight? Okay, this is the money I have. You make it happen. Like he hasn't done anything no different than this fight than he did in any other fights. When Martin Bacole fought doggone Jared Anderson. When Crawford fought Madrimov. When Anthony Joshua fought Daniel Dubois. When Tyson Fury and Usyk were fighting each other with Beterbiev, like he hasn't done anything any different with this announcement than he did with any other announcements. You get what I'm saying? Like he's very transparent. We at the table. All right, we looking at the contracts right now. Like this is what's being put out. Like this, he's consistent at doing that. So I don't know if I can go for. Well, yeah, man. Well, Canelo, you can't really be doing that. Like, I mean, to me, that's just diva shit. Look, it's really not that complicated. Nigga, I got money. Do you want to fight for the money? Yes or no? It's really not that complicated. You know what I mean? When you make money like that, when you rich like that, people ain't really thinking about, my feelings and all that stuff. That to me, that's crazy. Shout out to Mr. Lemons. Hey, okay. Dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
You say if Canelo was going back to the PBC, they must have found a new batch of cherries. Hey, well, we're hearing Jake Paul. You don't get no better than that.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What's up, Coach, man? This is the real McCoy, St. Louis, Missouri.
Man, the real McCoy, talk to me, brother.
Hey, man, I got to, now, what the topic is, I want to make sure I'm on topic. The topic is, callers calling in to say what we think about Canelo and Crawford not fighting. Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah, the fight got canceled. They say Canelo versus Crawford fight off. What the fuck happened? Like, what happened? You know what I mean? So, I'm trying to figure out what happened.
I don't believe, in my opinion, I think Canelo is, I don't think he ducked Crawford. I don't think it's nothing like that. I think what it is Canelo is knowing that if I beat Crawford, or when he beat Crawford, or if he beat Crawford, is he really going to get recognition when you got the Mexican monster and calling your name from, because anybody can remember. And then with Crawford going up to 68, my question to Crawford would be, okay, if the Canelo fight fell through as of now, as we know, why not go after the Mexican monster, the motherfucker that he is this, the one that he is.
No, that'd be dumb as hell for him to do that. He'll get the shit beat out of him. They've been that's too big for him.
But that's 168. They be fighting at 168.
Yeah, but it's a difference.
Canelo,
it's a difference.
Canelo,
Go ahead.
But if he fought Canelo and beat Canelo, took his belt, he wouldn't defend it. You think he'll retire? Yeah. Oh, so it's a style thing. You think it's because him and Canelo is the same?
That's exactly what it is. I mean, Canelo is 5'7.5". Crawford, I seen they say they got Crawford. I seen Crawford stand next to dudes that's 5'10", 5'9", and he's standing right there with him. So he about 5'9". Style, Canelo's a shorter fighter, got the shorter arm reach, so he sees something stylistically that he probably can exploit. Why would he get in the ring with David Benavidez? David Benavidez fight at 175. He's 6'2". Like he'll get that's too much. Like he's strategically picking to fight Canelo because he think he can beat him. You know what I mean? So ain't nobody.
Is Canelo wrong for strategically picking whoever the fuck he's in the pick?
I ain't tripping.
Or fight David Benavidez?
No, I ain't tripping on that. Canelo pick who he want to pick anyway. That's what he's doing. So, my thing is, if you allow one fighter to do it, you got to allow every fighter to do it. So, I'm not of the opinion that Canelo, he this special mofo, he the only one can pick and choose who he want to fight. I think every fighter can pick and choose who they want to fight. Tank can pick and choose who he want to fight. Terence Crawford can pick and choose who he want to fight. Devin Haney can pick and choose who he want to fight. It's just in the boxing world, we create this fictitious character. Well, this is a special guy. He can do what he want to do. No, and I've always said this. I said, the only problem with that is when you say one guy can do it, you got to open up the door and let everybody do it. Fans pick and choose. Fans pick and choose who they want to, who can do what they want to do and who they can't do what they want to do. But based on popularity.
But I'm just saying,
you get what I'm saying?
I get exactly what you're saying. So that's why I'm saying all the more if you ducking one guy and we both 5'7" and we both saying that this guy's too big for us or whatever, and we not gonna fight each other. Well, I'm gonna fight that motherfucker and I'm gonna beat him. And what's that gonna say about Canelo? Crawford beat David Benavidez. Cause they both, what'd be the difference? Now Crawford, you done beat one brother, you beat two brothers, and on top of that, both of them was taller than you. I'm just other than that, cause I would hate for Crawford's legacy to be wrapped around a motherfucker because he didn't get the Canelo fight. Dude done too much in the boxing world to be for that. Let Canelo do whatever. All right, fuck it, whatever. 68 Benavidez, let's go. Or
Benavidez doesn't fight at 68 though.
So then, why would Canelo fight Benavidez at 68? I thought that's what David wanted to fight Canelo at, because Canelo not at 175.
Bro, that's a. I don't know how much in the loop you been, but David Benavidez moved up to 175 about 2 fights ago because he couldn't get the Canelo fight or whatever. So he's at 175 now. Canelo refused to fight him. He don't want to fight the guy, and that's fine. He can pick and choose who he wants to fight, and that's why David Benavidez is up at 175. So my thing is, so Bud ain't gonna fight no David Benavidez in no 165, but David Benavidez would beat the shit out of him. Literally, he's too big.
At 168.
At 168 or 175, and this is the reason why probably some are speculating that why Canelo don't want to fight him, because from a stylistic standpoint, and as you know, styles make fights. From a stylistic standpoint, that fight might be too advantageous. Be at a disadvantage to Canelo. That's why people feel that he don't want to fight David Benavidez, and so.
Yeah, now, well, I'm glad you broke that down for me like that, so that way I won't be running around here talking about David Benavidez and Canelo should fight. No, that's just no way. I ain't gonna be saying that shit there no more, because I was one of them people that was saying that. I'm like,
that's over.
Canelo must be scared of David Benavidez. Fuck it. And then if Crawford was talking about fighting anybody at 168, I was just saying, like, if you can't get that guy at 68, he got all the belts. I see why you wanted to fight him, because he had all the belts. Man, you might well, I don't know. I'm just gonna sit back and watch now, because you just shot my shit all the way down. I mean, damn, I just had a reality check right there. That's what I was thinking, because if Benavidez on the outside and everybody, Canelo's scared of David, you know what? I'll fight that motherfucker, but whatever. But anyway, that's my call, Coach. Appreciate it, man. Peace and blessings to you.
Yes, sir, brother. Salute, fam. Thank you for calling, fam. Shout out to the real McCoy. Yeah, styles make fights and all that stuff there, so it's just like, it is what it is. These fighters gonna do what they want to do. Again, as I told you guys, I don't have any inside information on anything. Don't nobody tell me anything, to be fair, to be honest with you. So, caller, what's your name? You call it from?
What's up, Coach? It's Martin from Jersey.
Martin from Jersey, man. Talk to me.
Yeah, Coach. I mean, what can I say? I mean, you can't even defend it, but at the same time, all these people want to fight Jake Paul. Canelo just, I guess, took advantage of the opportunity. And there's actually a video, Clarissa Shields calling out Canelo, like, why he doesn't fight Jake Paul. Like kind of like telling him to get rid of him. Because, Clarissa doesn't like that guy.
Yeah. She said she wanted to fight Jake Paul too.
Yeah, she wanted to fight Jake Paul.
Yeah, she said that.
Better be want to fight Jake Paul.
A lot of people called him out. Yeah, a lot of people called him out.
Yeah, Coach. So it's not really. But one thing, I mean, I hear a lot of Benavidez fans. They keep mentioning Canelo and all this stuff, which is Canelo. Actually, it looks like he does this dude already. Like he doesn't want to fight him for whatever reason. He don't want to fight him. But at the same time, Benavidez is in a whole new different weight class. He's about to he has the opportunity to fight for undisputed, and all he does is mention Canelo's name. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're already in another weight class, about to fight undisputed, and you're talking about Canelo, and they asking you, you're like, who would you prefer to fight? You say you want to fight Bieber because that make you better than Canelo if you beat him, whatever.
Yeah, he said that.
And then you're talking about you want to fight in Vegas. And like you sound like you don't really want to fight none of those guys. Like you right there. The ball is in your court. You to become undisputed. And I hear all these fans talking about, yeah, he'll knock out Beterbiev. He could beat this guy. He's too fast, he's too strong. I'm like, you're not stronger than Beterbiev, and he's definitely not faster than Bieber. He got flat-footed and all that stuff. I mean, I give him a shot because he got the youth and he throws a lot of punches. But it's not going to be an easy fight. He's not walking apart just because those guys are older than him.
Yeah, it's not.
That's my thing, Coach.
It's not supposed to be easy. I mean, when you get on this level, it's not supposed to be easy. And I think that's what fans fail to realize. When you're on this level, it's not going to be an easy fight. And David Benavidez's name is connected to Canelo, whether you like it or not. And when they talk about Canelo, like reporters, they ask him about Canelo. Like literally, I've seen interviews where they bring Canelo name up, and then that's when David Benavidez talks about Canelo. And it might be sometimes when he brings it up himself. So it's like people still want to see that. But if I'm David Benavidez, he's not wrong for bringing Canelo name up. Continue to use Canelo's name.
And go for promotion.
Yeah. He got a right to do that. Use the man's name. Keep using his name. Keep calling his name out, and keep pissing off Canelo fans. Keep pissing them off. That's going to make them want to watch you even more because they will watch just to see you lose because they don't like you because of the Canelo fear factor. So that'll make them like if I'm David Benavidez, continue to bring Canelo name up, piss his fans off because he got a rabid fan base. His fan base is very, very rabid, very similar to Tank Davis fan base. So if you ain't, that's just how it is. So yeah, he need to continue to do that. I will continue to do that. But shout out to Martin, man.
You're right about that. You're right about that, Coach.
Salute, fam. Yeah, I'll continue to do that. Every goddamn chance I get. You get what I'm saying? I'm just being honest with you. And if people get mad, that's good. You want them to get mad because now they are emotionally invested in you. As a fighter, the best thing that can happen to you, especially in this era, is when you have people that have an emotional investment in you. It's pretty much a foregone conclusion that Benavidez. Caller, hold on. The one group that hate because don't nobody hate Benavidez but Canelo fans. When I say Canelo fans, I'm not talking about all of them, but online. I'm talking about the Canelo fans that's online. They hate Benavidez with a passion. That's the only group that hate him. You get what I'm saying? And they love Canelo. I'm talking about the men. The men, they love him. You get what I'm saying? So it is what it is. If I'm Benavidez, keep bringing the nigga name up. Keep bringing Canelo name up. Piss his fans off. They gonna watch you. They damn sure gonna watch you. I promise you that. Whole bunch of them watch you just this past weekend. Caller, what's your name? You called it from?
Rod, Texas.
Rod, talk to me.
Yeah, I just had to follow up and correct that guy that just called in. And fans get this misconception that all David does is talk about Canelo. All David does is talk about Canelo. I mean, I don't know why they're so slow. Like when they have these interviewers interview him at these events, the interviewers ask him about Canelo. Why? Because that's been the fight that people wanted over Berlanga, over Munguia, over Ryder, over 154 Charlo. They bring it up for that purpose, and not only that, that's what drives clicks. And that's what people want to know. They want to hear. So I guarantee you, David said he's probably like, God, I'm tired of these. All they do is ask about Canelo. You know what I mean? But they see all these interviews and they're like, all he does is talk about Canelo. I'm like, because that's all they ask. You know what I mean? Because it's like that's been the fight. You know what I mean? And it's a weird parallel, man. I'm sick of these divas like Canelo and Tank, and they're the kinds of people that froze out guys like, and it's a shame because they're the guys that really affected history when it comes to guys like Bud. Bud could have had a crazy, stellar roster of wins had people not been divas and ducked them. I mean, imagine if he would have gone through the whole PBC welterweight, welterweight roster had they not played keep away. You know, it's the same thing that happened to Triple G. He would have had a crazy roster when of wins had people not ducked them. And this is when the new term, the eye test, kind of came along, because we kind of had to grade Bud and Triple G because guys like Canelo were stalling him out, guys like Spence were stalling Bud out. You know, Danny Garcia wasn't going to fight Bud. Thurman wasn't going to fight Bud. You know, it didn't take Porter till the very end to fight Bud because that was the last payday. You know, and this is what's wrong with boxing. So it's a duck, bro. It's a duck is a duck is a duck. And I kind of hope the fight doesn't happen between Bud and Canelo because it's a cash grab. And it's a shame that Canelo, if he does fight Jake Paul, that's a shame, bro. I mean, I like what Jake Paul is doing, but I got to correct you. You said only the Canelo guys love Canelo and hate Benavidez. There's crazy women out there too. You got that girl Liza on Twitter. She's a psycho.
No, she is psycho. But I don't fault the women for having a physical, lustful infatuation for a male fighter. I'm never going to fault a woman for being a female groupie of a male fighter. I can't do that. The issue that I have is when I see men being male groupies for other men. You get what I'm saying? Like, yeah, there's some crazy females out there, but I ain't got a problem with the crazy females. You know, the problem is when the men start acting like the women. That's the problem.
I agree. I agree. And well, it's the long list. Well, they're saying David should have walked into the ring. Yeah. David should have. When he called him in the ring, like that's gonna do anything. Oh, David should have enforced the mandatory. He should have enforced the mandatory. Like the belts are gonna listen to David over Canelo.
Rod, check this out. They moved the goalpost so much. Demetrius Andrade really want to fight. He should have stepped to Canelo. He come to the press conference. Canelo tell him, "Oh man, you're a horrible fighter." Then the fans say, "Oh man, that was disrespect. You don't pull up on Canelo like that." See, they'll move the goalposts. You can't beat these dudes because they argue both sides of the coin. Could David Benavidez should have walked in the ring? Dude, they literally had police officers around the ring, literally. And then, he's over there with the PBC. He's over there with the PBC.
Oh, he should have talked nicely.
So it ain't no telling what they told him. They probably told him, "Look here, man, you better act right. You know, respect Canelo. Don't get in the ring. Don't do that." So we don't know what was going on in the background. We don't know. You get what I'm saying? If he would have stepped in the ring, then he would be disrespectful. When he don't step in the ring, he really don't want to fight. Like, bro, which one is it? Which one is it?
Well, they already used that disrespectful line where, he should have respected. He should have been so disrespectful. And that's what Canelo actually said that. They ran with it. That's fucking crazy, man. This is where we're at. Honestly, bro, I just hope that Canelo goes away. Like, I just want to see a reset, but that's all I got, man. Like, this madness, man. This is like the he said, she said
Yeah,
narrative. It's
yeah,
just
I
like
love this
politics,
shit.
man.
I love
It's
this
like
shit.
the CNN versus the
I love
Fox
this shit. CNN versus Fox.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love this shit. Hey, salute, man. Shout out to Rod. Salute.
All right.
Yeah, I love it. I love it though. Listen, as a content creator, I love it. As a content creator, I love it. Like I live for these moments.
Get out my face. Don't need nothing you got no more. Don't need no hands been messing up my corner. And you better get that bad look off your face before I knock it off.
Hey, listen, I live for this. You get what I'm saying? Like, bro, this a whole week of content right here. This an entire week of content right here. I love this myself. Carlo, what's your name? You calling from?
Hey, what up, Coach? This Coach Eddie 2 times.
Man, Coach Eddie 2 times. Talk to me, brother.
Hey, brother, like I say, man, this is a hot topic, man. It's been on everybody's show. You know, at the end of the day, Jake Paul is the cherry pick for Canelo. You know, and hey, it is what it is. That's what Canelo been doing his whole career. Cherry picking is an easy fight, easy money. It is what it is. People don't, and I gotta give Bud credit. He parlayed that Errol Spence whooping into a massive, massive opportunity. So he was nowhere in there, not even in the conversation until he put the beats down on Errol Spence. So shout out to Bud. So yeah, we got to also keep it 100, man. The same reason that we saying that Bud beats Canelo, if Canelo wins, they're gonna use the same reason as excuses why he lost. They're gonna say, oh, he was old, he was small. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you can't have it both ways. If the man, you know, I already know. If Bud loses this fight, they're gonna say, oh, well, he brought him up from a smaller weight class. Bud really 135 pounder. Oh, Bud he's 38 years old. He was old. They're gonna come up with all these excuses why Bud lost. And the same thing with, I just don't see him beating Canelo because you can't beat Canelo on the scorecard. Before the fight is even signed, Bud is going to be down 5-0 before he even steps in the ring. He ain't going to win this fight. And I you know how much I hate Canelo, Coach. That man going to be down 5-0 in the locker room, get his hand wrapped up, the scorecard be like 5-0, Canelo already up.
Bro,
How you going to win, Coach?
Y'all be coming up with all kind of shit, dog.
How you gonna win, man?
Coach Eddie, you be coming up. Man, Coach, I'm telling you, man, the man down 5-0 already. Listen, man, there is no fight. He don't walk the way, so it is what it is, you know. So,
yeah,
but listen,
I know it, man.
somebody called and said they feel sorry for Bud. I'm like, don't feel sorry for Bud. I looked, he got a net worth of $18, $19, $20 million. That's on celebritynetworth.com, depending on which one you go to. One say 18, one say 20. And he gonna, you know, so exactly. I mean, don't feel sorry for him. He got a net worth of $20 million. So I mean, it's hard to feel sorry for somebody like that. He go to sleep in the bed full of money. So you know.
Hey, Bud is straight. That on that Bud got options too. He can fight Jamal Charlo. He can do a rematch with Errol Spence. Beat him down again for another $20 million. You know what I'm saying? So Bud gonna be all right, man. It ain't the end all. No. That's my call, Coach.
All right, salute, fam. Yeah, y'all acting like y'all acting like the man at the welfare office or something. Shit, that man ain't gonna be broke no time soon, bro. I can promise you that. Hold on, let's see what this is. Hold on. I'll call her. What's your name? Where you calling from? Hold on.
I got a question for you.
Hold on. What's your name? Where you calling from again? Sorry about that.
David. Can you hear me?
Yeah, David from Phoenix.
Yeah, from Phoenix.
Okay, go ahead. Talk to me.
Why you keep moving the goalpost for David Benavidez, man?
Oh, how am I moving the goalpost?
you said now he's too big for Canelo.
No, I didn't say he was too big for Canelo. I was saying that I think he's too big for Crawford.
I'm just messing with you. I thought you were gonna be screaming.
Oh no! I thought he's too big for Crawford, man. This David Benavidez. You see how big that dude is, man. That ain't no little guy, bro.
Hey, but you gotta see what's his name? Jake Paul's big.
Yeah, but hey, look, listen. I'm a diehard Jake Paul fan. Again, this is a pro Jake Paul channel. I'm riding with Jake the Snake, but Jake Paul ain't. Come on, man. Jake Paul, influencer boxer. He's a social media boxer.
No, listen. Back to the whole thing with what's his name, Terence Crawford and Benavidez. Terence Crawford and Canelo.
Mm-hmm.
From what I've heard, and that kind of makes sense, is that Turkey wasn't happy with Canelo doing his own thing with Jake Paul on May. And I was looking at the promotion, and it says down there, Canelo Promotions and PBC. So maybe Turkey got mad at the whole thing. Now, the weird part is that the news about the cancellation came on Wednesday. But some of the reports, like, that ID,
yesterday,
you're right.
IDTF, you're right. It came after my show yesterday. I saw it, yeah.
It came before. It came like on Monday. That was the day when Turkey supposedly paused it. Now, the day when ESPN knockouts was, I think it was Monday, where they reported that Canelo and Jake Paul was going to happen. So I think there was a little days of lag. And then on Wednesday, that's when finally it said Canelo and Crawford is canceled. So I think it's the whole thing. I think Turkey's
this what it was. What it was they announced that Canelo was going to be fighting Jake Paul. I think that was probably around a Monday or Tuesday, somewhere around there. And they said that Canelo and Crawford will be fighting in September. That's going to be the start of the 3-fight deal that he signed with Turkey Al-Sheikh. That's what was said. It was so much stuff going on. And then yesterday, news came out that Crawford and Canelo are going to be fighting at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. That was just yesterday. That was just yesterday that was said. So I think what's throwing people off, this was reported yesterday on ESPN Deportes and Ring Magazine, and then now it's canceled. So I think that's what's throwing people off. Like, what happened? Because everyone was led to believe that this fight was a foregone conclusion. Now that's what's throwing everybody off. That's what it was. So
yeah, I thought maybe you had some connections. Well, who knows? I don't know.
I mean, we don't know. I mean, we can speculate. We don't know. We really don't know.
Yeah. But all I gotta say, man, is quit moving the goalpost from my boy Benavidez, man. Quit moving the goalpost. All right, man. I'll leave you alone, man.
All right, salute, fam. Hey, listen. Hey, David. Benavidez. Hey, David. Listen, fam. Benavidez have 13 things David Benavidez must do to get the Canelo fight. We got the list right here. He got to put butts in seats. He has to be a draw. He got to be a cash cow. All these came from Canelo fans. He has to do the heavy lifting. He got to know how to market himself. We need to know his nationality. We need to know his nationality. Hold on. He has to go on an apology tour. Number 8, he has to be nice to Canelo. Number 9, he has to have a country backing him. Number 10, he has to fill out sign a rehydration clause. Number 11, he has to show Canelo respect. Number 12, he can't call himself the Mexican monster. And 13, he has to get his followers up on social media. So that's 13 things he must do in order to get the Canelo fight. Now, John Ryden has to do that. Edgar Berlanga has to do that. All the other guys got to do that. But this is different. Dave Benavidez, he has to do it. This is what he has to do, and that's final. Carla, what's your name? You calling from?
What's up, Coach? It's Derek from Florida.
Derek, talk to me.
Yeah, Coach, man, I was a little surprised too about the Canelo and Crawford fight though. They probably will still fight. It could be maybe next year. They might set up for next year or something. So who knows who Canelo fight? Maybe after he fights Jake Paul, if he fights him, who knows who he's fighting next? Probably another cherry. To get himself warmed up, whatever. And meanwhile, Crawford, shit, I feel like I'm fighting on Keith Thurman. Even though it's kind of played out though, but I still see that fight. You don't mind that? Keith Thurman versus Crawford.
Man, I don't know what Keith Thurman doing.
Even though it's kind of a little washed up now.
No. I'm not tripping. I mean, Bud is in a position where he can do what he want to do, and as I said, all of these fighters can pick and choose who they want to pick and choose. I have no issue with that. They're like with me, Derek. There are no fighters on the pecking order. If you allow one fighter to pick and choose what he wants to do, then all of them can do it. I don't place no fighter above another fighter when it comes to that. But as it relates to Thurman, Thurman fighting in he's trying to fight somebody in Australia. I don't know what the hell going on with Keith Thurman.
Oh yeah, after that, yeah. But what I'm saying though, like how you said fighters can pick and choose.
Yeah.
But what about when they talk about who's the pound for pound, who's the best? You'll still argue that, even though you're saying they can pick and choose what they want. But people still talk about who's the best fighter, who's pound for pound number one, and stuff like that.
No, the reason why I don't argue that because pound for pound is subjective to the individual. Like, you know, the reason why I don't never get into arguments about that, I'm gonna tell you why. It's because everybody has a different criteria for pound for pound. Like me, I have a boxing criteria. And my boxing criteria is I had this up here for years. My boxing criteria is, you know, the level of competition that you fought, how many top 10 fighters that you fought, did you dominate the weight division if you was there for a long time, how many career-defining fights have you had, and did you fight the best in the division? That's my criteria. I can never get caught up in the emotions of another man as it relates to what they're arguing about who the best fighter is, because their criteria is probably different. They may like a fighter because he wears skinny jeans. They may like a fighter because he can dance, or or they may like a fighter because he's knocking out tomato cans and bombs. Most of these dudes don't have a boxing criteria, and they like a fighter because of overwhelming fandom. You get what I'm saying? So, you know, it ain't got nothing to do with boxing. So I can't.
Yeah, I'm saying it is that reason why I said it, because if you call people these fighters can pick and choose who they want, it should be no argument who's the better. If they can pick and choose who they want, that makes it seem like what's the competition at? If they can pick and choose, like, you feel me? That's how I see it though. But
yeah, I understand
where you coming from.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, coach.
All right, salute, fam. Yeah, you get what I'm saying? I mean, shit, you know, shit. Some niggas, you know, some dudes like they the fighter the best because he got leg tattoo.
Now, I run every kind of bitch, every kind of place, and I know one thing. When it comes down on you, you either collectivize or you run like a solitary rat.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying? Everybody ain't got no boxing. Dude, I'm gonna tell you something. I've been on this shit for a minute. 4 years, bro. These dudes ain't got no boxing criteria, bro. They don't. They ain't got no boxing criteria. Bro, they talk about everything other than boxing. They're going to talk about money. They're going to talk about my fighter got better pajamas than your fighter. They're going to talk about my fighter flying around the world in private jets. My fighter richer than your fighter. Bro, they make all of these arguments that ain't got nothing to do with boxing. And so, again, you ain't never got a word. You ain't going to never see me arguing with a nigga about how he feel about another man. That shit don't make no goddamn sense. And that's why I keep playing this here. Floyd said that Canelo has earned the right to pick and choose who he wants to fight. And I think everybody has earned the right to pick and choose who they want to fight. Floyd, that's why I play this video all the time.
But when you are put in a certain position, he should be he's able to, like me. You know, when I was in a position, I can pick and choose who I want to, because I earned that right.
That's just it. That's just it. So you can't get mad. You know, if Tank do it, you can't get mad if Devin Haney do it. If Ryan Garcia do it, if Jamel Charlo do it, if Terence Crawford do it, if a New Way do it, or whoever. Nah, you got to let everybody. You know, it is what it is. I'm not going to have fake outrage over shit that really ain't nothing to have fake outrage about. Because really, that's all it is. There's a lot of virtue signaling, a lot of living vicariously through my favorite fighter, a lot of male groupie shit, and a lot of, that's just what I see. That's just what I see. You hear what I'm saying? So, I mean, it is what it is. It's really not that serious or that deep with me, to be fair. What you say, Justino? You say let them all pick and choose. I mean, yeah, that's just the reality of the situation. You get what I'm saying? You know, I'm not showing any favoritisms, with any of these guys. Because I don't have an emotional attachment to them like that. I don't. I told you guys, I'm stuck on Hagler. I got Hagler right here. I got Hagler right there. I got Sugar Ray Robinson right there. Mike Tyson right there. I got Kobe Bryant and LNAI right there. I got Roy Jones right here. My main man, Pernell Whitaker. Tyson knocking out, I think that's, I forgot who that was he knocked out. Trevor Burbick, I think. I got Ali right there. Ain't a nigga boxing today measure up to any of these guys that's on this wall right here. I got Salvador Sanchez coming. And I got a Salvador Sanchez poster coming too. So, I ain't finna be arguing about no damn none of these niggas. You get what I'm saying? Like, all these dudes is rich. All of them. Some are richer than others. But the fact of the matter is, listen, bro, I ain't gonna even lie to you, bro. And again, I don't want to throw anybody under the bus. I don't want to, what to say, Mar said, Coach, do you have Al Heyman on the Wall of Fame? Hey, look, I don't know what Al Heyman looked like in 2023. Where Mar at? Hey, Mar. Where you at? Hey, where you at? He said, hey, where you at? Hey, where Mar at? Hey, Mar, look, I don't know what Al Heyman look like right now. Shout out to Texas 16 South. Taylor, what's going on? Texas, what's going on, fam? Shout out to Baby G Camacho. He said Eddie Reynoso was at the David Benavidez fight. What does that mean? Somebody said that earlier when they called the show. They said, did you know? Oh, that was Casino Like Prez. He said, did you know that Eddie Reynoso was at the David Benavidez fight? What does that mean? I mean, I'm just asking. He was at David Benavidez fight. What does that mean? G5 said he was scouting. Oh no, that was Berenice say he was probably scouting for flaws. Berenice, what you say? Now see what? Hey, listen, see there you go. Y'all finna start this rumor now. Listen, bro, let me tell you something. I'm not gonna let you Canelo fans get away with this. Y'all finna start this rumor. We see now. Hold on now. See, David Benavidez next. Eddie Reynoso was at the fight, and he was there. Why you think he was there? He was there for a reason. Benavidez next. I already know where y'all going at with this. True. No, we ain't gonna do that. We not gonna do that. Come on, fam. No, we're not gonna play these crackhead games. No, we ain't doing that, bro. We're not doing that. No, we're not doing it. No, that ain't what that means. Hey, what you say, Berenice? She said, I ain't no damn Canelo fan. Oh, hey, Berenice, look, we're not going to do that, sis. You know what I mean? No, that man, look here, man. Yeah, he was, you know he was at David Benavidez. You know he was there now. You know Adam knows over there now. I'm like, okay, what that mean? See? Hold on, Coach. Let me educate you on what's going on, Coach. Because you really don't know what's going on now. You might be talking about boxing every day, but you don't know what's going on. See, Eddie Reynoso, Eric Grimes say, why was he there by himself? Man, shit. One thing we know, bruh, fam. I'm like this, I believe it when I see it. I can't. Skinny Black say it might be true, Coach. I don't believe that. If you want me to believe that, let me physically see it. If you want me to believe that, let me physically see it. I don't believe that. I don't believe that at all. Hell, we were just told that that Canelo and Crawford was gonna fight each other. Now that's all. I can't believe. Well, Eddie Reynoso was at the fight. What the hell that mean? I'm telling you, these Canelo, I'm telling you, I already know, dog. I already know where y'all going at with this here, bro. Carla, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Jamie from New York.
Jamie, talk to me.
So Reynoso was at the fight. What if they're preparing to fight Benavidez now? What do you think about that?
Yeah, I don't think nothing about it. I don't believe it.
If this fight is off, I know it's Canelo. He's the fucking problem. I know it's him. It's not Bud calling the shot. It's him. Something, we don't know what happened. You're right, we're speculating. We don't know. But I tell you this, Coach. That's what I'm thinking now. I didn't know that this man showed up at that guy's fight. I had no idea. Yeah. But now that makes a little sense to me, Coach. They do that.
Yeah, it don't make no sense to me.
They tend to do that when they're preparing to fight.
Yeah, it don't make no sense to me. Yeah.
But I tell you that, and then I'm not sad for Bud. I like Bud. He's a great fighter. But I'm sure he's disappointed, because he really, really wanted this fight. I know he's not gonna do no Charlo. He ain't no pussy. He's not running. He's coming to win. I know that for a fact. And he would rather get flipped than go out run like a bitch. I know that. This man's got too much dog in him. But again, this fight just being off just like that overnight, it's weird. And I know it's Canelo, bro. He's used to getting his way. You know what I mean? He's a spoiled motherfucker. I got him in the fight. They ever fight Bud, Coach? If he ever fight Bud, bro, I got Canelo sleeping him. I know Coach Eddie knows boxing. He calls here saying all this crazy shit about Canelo. I know he's funny. I like the dude, but I know he knows boxing. I don't have to remind him. This weight class is for a reason. Anybody doubts me, go back to, I think it's 1965. Watch the Carlos Monsoon fight when he fought the welterweight champion at the time, Mantequilla Napoleon. This guy's a Hall of Famer, bro. Canelo's also an all-time great. I don't think he's gonna let a little guy beat him.
Well, if you're going to go about talking about the past and little guys beating big guys and big guys beating little guys, there are several examples that you can make where little guys have moved up and beat bigger guys. So so you gotta, if you're going to argue, you got to argue both ways. As of right now, neither one of these fighters are fighting each other. We won't know what's going to happen until we see them in the ring. We have our speculations, but you can argue that both ways. You can argue that both ways. It's plenty of times in boxing history that the little guy moved up and beat the bigger guy. You know that for a fact.
That is correct. Yeah, so. That is true. That is true. But for me, it's rare. And again, this weight difference, bro. That guy's coming up to me talking about he walk around weight again and all that bullshit. And I bring up Charlo. I think Charlo's a bigger man than Bud, but Bud is a better fighter. I know that motherfucker's coming to win, and he's coming to fight. And Bud likes to trade. You hit him, he wants to hit you right back. So, again, I also want to see the fight, but I know the problem is Canelo. If this is really off, I don't know what the fuck is going on, and I don't care. But, again, it's him, coach. Or maybe Turkey Al-Sheikh. I think a caller just said that. He's also calling the shots. But Canelo's a spoiled motherfucker.
Yeah, see, we don't know.
He's been getting his way for years.
Did you hear this conversation? You saying maybe it's Canelo, maybe it's Turkey Al-Sheikh. We don't know.
Yeah, we don't know.
That's what we do know. What we do know is that we don't know. That's what we do know. That's what we know for a fact.
Man. So I gotta blame him, bro. Yeah. I'm gonna throw the blame on Canelo, bro, because this motherfucker, he's the one calling the shots, man. But I do want to see the fight. I hope Bud gets the fight. I want Bud to prove to the world once and for all he's the real deal. But I still got Canelo winning the fight. That's my call, bro.
I salute, fam. Yeah, we don't know. The size thing is a flawed argument because throughout boxing history, there's been plenty of times where smaller fighters beat bigger guys. Roberto Duran beat Iran Barkley. It's a whole bunch. Manny Pacquiao beat Oscar De La Hoya. Floyd Mayweather beat several dudes that was a little bigger than him or whatever. I mean, it just, again, that's a flawed argument to me. We just saw a guy that was a cruiserweight. He started out as a middleweight. Carla, hold on. We just saw a guy that started out as a middleweight, got beat by Sean Porter in the Olympics, become the undisputed champion at cruiserweight on the road, and then beat the biggest heavyweight in today's time, Carla, hold on, and Tyson Fury, a guy who was 6 inches taller than him, had a 7-inch arm reach length advantage over him, and outweighed him by 60 pounds. So if it was just size, then you get what I'm saying? Yeah, that's a flawed argument. Carla, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Martin from Oakland.
Martin, 2 times, talk to me.
Yeah, Coach. I don't really want to get into the whole Bud versus Canelo, who wins and what. My call is more Ring Magazine related. I just want to praise, Turkey for basically making, Ring Magazine relevant for the first time probably since, Bert Sugar passed away. Other than
Bert Sugar, yeah, man. Sad to Bert. You talking about Kurt? You talking about Kurt?
No, Bert Sugar, the OG white dude with the fedora and the cigar.
Oh yeah. I know you're talking about. Yeah, I know you're talking about. I got you.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about Kurt. I'm thinking about Kurt, but I know you're talking about.
Yeah, because he used to be the main dude over there. But because we never really tripped on Ring Magazine for the last 20 some odd years until somebody was undisputed or the lineal champion. But the magazine itself, we're nobody talking about them or the website until now. And what's so cool about what Turkey's doing, it's like ESPN of boxing. Ain't nobody even tripping on BoxRec and all this other shit. Everything is, let's get it straight out the horse's mouth and let's get it straight from Ring. And that's the shit, Coach, because, as a boxing fan, you couldn't ask for more. You know what I'm saying? Because, we know everything about anything that's going on in boxing, and I think this is just the first time that, they kind of slipped up because, you know, they on a roll. You know what I mean? They making boxing matter without actually even stepping in the ring because it's constantly on our mind because, hey, this fight's going down. Hey, this fight's being discussed. And that's the shit, coach. You know what I mean? And whoever fault it is, if the fight, you know, got canceled or got delayed, it ain't no thing. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers gonna get their mind right, and before you know, it's September gonna roll around.
Who knows? They may come back and fight later on this year anyway. So we really don't know. I try not to have a knee jerk reaction to everything, and this is why I don't drop a video about everything. I don't drop a video about everything because to me, just some shit ain't that worth talking about. Now, you know, I do get it from a YouTube channel standpoint because I know how the money, I know how the business works on YouTube. Drop more videos, AdSense, this and that. You're going to make a certain amount of money every month. The money comes out on the 21st, between the 21st and the 26th of the month. So I do get it. And you're looking at those analytics and say, okay, this how much I'm earning right now. All right, damn, okay, I need to drop about 4 or 5 more videos. So I do get that. But again, I like the transparency because Oscar De La Hoya to me wasn't doing nothing with the Ring magazine, in my opinion.
Not at all.
He wasn't doing nothing.
Not at all.
He wasn't doing nothing.
I mean, coach, the last time I heard anything about Ring while Oscar was at the helm was Bam Rodriguez not getting his ring belt for beating Gallo Estrada.
Yeah.
And if you think about it, that's lightweight kind of embarrassing. You got a guy on the pound for pound waiting on his punk ass belt.
Waiting on his belt.
That's a bad look.
Yeah.
Yep. That's all I got, coach.
All right, salute, fam. Yeah, I like the Ring right now, bro. Bruh, I like the Ring magazine right now. And again, I like the transparency. I don't have a problem with that. I like the transparency. Again, it kind of get a fan. It kind of gives the boxing fan, make him feel like he got a seat at the table. Because we got a lot of managers and promoters already. It kind of make the boxing fan feel like he got a seat at the table. When you hear let's see what Eddie Hearn got to say.
That's just being honest. And I think I like Canelo Alvarez, and that's just being honest. And I think what he has done in his career, he's proven everything, right? His resume is unbelievable. And if you want to make 100 million to fight Jake Paul, right? Like the thing is about Canelo, he don't tell any lies. He's very transparent, right? He's not going to try and justify this fight to you that, no, what I'm doing it to bring boxing to a wider audience. No, he's doing it for a sackload of money. So whenever you put an opponent forward to Canelo Alvarez, his question is, how much? And he's a businessman at this stage in his career, right? And at the end of the day, someone is offering him what...
So you hear what he said? He said Canelo is a businessman at this stage of his career. What does that mean? That means I want to make the most money fighting the least amount of competition. I want you to understand that. Anytime you hear a promoter or a fighter, Floyd Mayweather, say that I'm a businessman, I do what I want to do, this and that, yada, 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 yada. What that means, in layman's terms, that, hey, I'm looking to make the most amount of money for the least amount of resistance. I'm not trying to fight no hard fight to make the money. Because I'm in a position to where I don't have to. That's what that means. Whether you like it or not, that's what that means. Let's continue.
Whatever it will be, 80 million, 100 million, 120, to fight Jake Paul. A fight in which there is absolutely no risk. And by the way, you can't criticise Jake Paul. Because the criticism for Jake Paul has always been...
You heard what he said? He said a fight in which if you can make $100 million in a fight in which there is absolutely no risk. I just told y'all that. Let's continue. I just told y'all that.
When are you going to fight someone decent? Well, guess what? You might be fighting Canelo Alvarez. I don't hate it. I'll be watching.
Eddie Hearn got a love-hate relationship. You know what I mean? With Canelo. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Troy Graham, Baltimore. How are you, good sir?
Troy, be more. Talk to me.
Let me tell you what. I'm gonna put this out there to the callers. let's just say that they were in fighters, just like Alvarez. I would do the same thing. I'm not trying to be the hypocrite. I would do the same thing. I would take more money and do what I need to do, and I wouldn't have to justify nothing because, like they said, boxing's a business. Do I like it as a fan? No. But this is what we get. This is what we got now in this era. So you deal with it, And plus, I could say the man's put in his work over the years, and he's done what he needed to do to get to where he is right now. So take the money. I don't have no problem with that. You have a blessed day, brother.
All right, salute, fam. Listen. I don't have a problem with it neither. The only problem I have is we can't be picking and choosing when we don't have a problem with someone taking an easy fight for money. I'm talking about the hypocrisy of social media boxing fans. When it's a fighter that you like and you love, you don't have a problem with him picking and choosing and fighting easy fights for big money. When it's a fighter that you don't like, you're a bitch moan and complain, oh man, he cherry picking, he ain't fighting nobody. Oh, but you gave what's the name a pass not to fight nobody. Oh, well, that's different. He earned the right to do it. So how do you determine who earned the right and who don't earn the right? Because that's subjective to the individual. The person who you feel hasn't earned the right, he may feel totally different. Well, I earned the right to do what I'm doing. It's to me, it's the picking and choosing. Caller, hold on. Shout out to Curtis Robinson, man. Salute, fam. Hey, okay. Dropping that $2 super chat. He say, salute my family. That's crazy counsel. Yeah, you get what I'm saying? My thing is, we gotta hold everybody to that same standard. That's all. I don't have a problem with it, but everybody play the same game. That's all.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
You can't get mad at Tank. Can't nobody get mad at Tank. When Tank fighting a featherweight, Lamont Roach, okay, he earned the right to pick and choose who he want to fight. You can't get mad at Crawford. You can't get mad at Devin Haney. You can't get mad at Ryan Garcia. You can't get mad at Joshua or whoever. Well, Joshua always fight tough fights, so Joshua ain't doing it. I don't know why. If I'm Joshua at this point, I'll be fighting all cherries at this point. Carter, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Corey from Texas.
Corey, talk to me.
Yeah, I don't know if Canelo ever really wanted to fight. When they was over there for the ring celebration in London, I don't know. I feel like he was just, I don't know. Like you said, we really don't know. I feel like he was just being nice because, he face to face with people. But I don't know if he really ever wanted to fight. He might already had a different agenda.
Yeah.
And as far as you say, or maybe he did that negotiation to get bigger money somewhere else to fight more cherry or to fight who we want. Like you said,
Wilder did. Do you remember that?
What do you say, Doc?
No, to piggyback on what you're saying, Deontay Wilder pump fake like he was going to negotiate with the Zone to make the Joshua fight. But all the while, he was using that as leverage to try to get more money from Showtime. So Showtime ended up paying Wilder $20 million to fight Dominique Brazil, and it flopped. What happened after that? Showtime let Wilder go, and then Wilder started fighting on Fox. And Wilder had no intentions on fighting doggone Anthony Joshua, even for the $100 million. He didn't have any intentions on fighting him. And how we know. Shirley Finkel came out. Deontay Wilder standing right next to him. He said, well, Deontay, the $100 million was real. He turned it down because we wanted to be, when Wilder fights Joshua, it's going to be in front of a bigger audience. And we think it's going to be in front of hundreds of millions of people. This is what he said. And Deontay Wilder was standing right next to him. I have the video. I played it on the show a million times. So he probably just used that as leverage in order to, it is what it is. I get it. I understand.
Somebody wrote an article on that the other day. I can't remember if it was Steve Kim or something. Don't quote me on that, but somebody wrote an article about that, about Wilder wanting to come back or screwing up the biggest payday of his career. And, like you said, I respect Bud and Canelo because they all trying to get the biggest, fights as possible, and the league can't really judge because everybody's boxing criteria is different. Me personally, I want to see, Shakur Tank, T.O. Tank versus Dagon Devin. I'd like to see Bud retire undisputed at 154. But I understand it's a money game. But where it does look goofy, Coach, is when you do that Wilder situation that you just explained.
Again.
And this is your biggest payday, and you don't take it.
My thing is this here. If you say that Canelo, he's on this swan song, he's trying to make as much money as he possibly can, then you got to have that same criteria for Crawford.
Absolutely.
You can't say, okay, well, Canelo can fight easy fights and get paid a whole lot of money, but then say Crawford got to do A, B, C, and D. No, Crawford can do the same thing Canelo doing.
No, I agree.
Is he a bigger star than Canelo? Absolutely not. But what I'm saying is we can't be hypocrites. We can't be, because one guy got 41 fights, been boxing for 17 years. Another guy got 64 fights, and he's been boxing for 20 years. This will be his 20th year. He's been boxing for 20 years. So, you can't pick and choose. That's all I'm saying. You can't because one guy, you love him so much, you love his freckles and his draws, that he can do what he want to do. But the other guy, you just look at him like he ain't earned. Like, this dude been boxing 17 years, 2 times undisputed, four division world champion, and he got a net worth of $20 million. So it ain't like he broke or nothing like that. He got to be held to that same criteria as well. It doesn't matter if he's not as popular as the fighter that you like. That's not the point. The point is you got to hold all of them to that same criteria. That's all I'm saying.
Right. Well, no, I agree with you. Now, I wonder if Bud would have retired after this one, if he would have got this one in September. I wonder if he'd be like, all right, I'm good now. I got what I wanted. So, but yeah, man, we'll see. I guess I'll be looking forward to Chisora.
Well, we got Viterbi and Bivol coming up, man. Like everybody looking forward to that. I know I am. So it is what it is.
Oh no, yeah, that's gonna be a sick card. Man, you see how many, bro? I'll talk to you about it when you bring it up on the show. But man,
yeah, we're going live for that fight.
Man,
we're going live for that fight
for sure.
All right, salute, fam. Shout out to Corey. Yeah, we're going live for that fight. You can believe that. And again, if you've been listening to this show, I said this 1,000 times. I say if you open up the door for one guy to do what he want to do, you got to let all of them do it. It's that simple. It's that simple. Shout out to Sean from the Heights. Hey, okay. Dropping that quarter of a dub. He say I be goddamn if I don't fight whoever you want to fight for $100 million. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I don't know how much he making. Eddie Hearn is speculating, and we don't know, but it is what it is. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Sugar the Bear from Little Rock.
Sugar the Bear, talk to me.
So I'm in 100% agreement, bro. 100%.
Your phone going in and out. Your phone going in. You on the Bluetooth?
No, I'm not on the Bluetooth, man. It's probably just where I'm located.
Okay, all right, go ahead.
Can you hear me better?
Yeah, I can hear you better.
I said, man, I agree with you 100%. If you open up the door for one of them, you need to open up the door for all of them.
Yeah.
My thing is this, though, Coach. Anybody who's doing that, everybody got a right to pick whoever they want to fight. I agree with that. What I don't agree with is holding up the title while you're doing that. That shouldn't be allowed. Don't hold them titles up while you're doing it. Don't hold them titles up. But like everybody else, man, boxing is a wild, wild west sport. Ain't nobody regulating none of that. Yeah,
I mean that's the sanctioning bodies and boxing is politics. Like you paying all politicians to try to put certain laws and pass certain bills and all of that stuff there. Boxing is the same way. You take care of the sanctioning bodies. Certain fighters can do certain things, others can't. That's just how it is. When you're a fighter that's high on the pecking order, you put your name carry a little bit more weight, so you're able to do what you want to do. And that's what it is. Boxing has always been like that.
That's right.
For the most part, but definitely more so now than ever.
Them sanctioning bodies, they do that. They do that because of that percentage that they get off them fights when the guys hold the title. So when you got somebody like Canelo and he holding up the title, they would rather see Canelo go fight somebody for $100 million and them get a percentage of that $100 million than go fight somebody for $20 million and they get a percentage of that $20 million. So they not caring. They not caring that he not facing David Benavidez, who's been his number one contender in the WBC for him for 3 years. They don't care nothing about that because Canelo was taking down the money. The more money Canelo gets, the more money they get. And I get it. It's business. You know, it just be like that.
All right, salute, fam. Shout out to Sugar the Bell, Little Rock. Yeah, I was barely able to hear the brother. It's like any other sport, right? Like in basketball, the guy who LeBron is I guess the guy. LeBron is the diva of the NBA or whatever. You know, LeBron is high on the pecking order. He's been playing basketball for about over 20 years. I think he came in the league at 2003, straight out of high school. So, you know, LeBron is high on the pecking order. So, he's going to get treated differently. NFL, the Kansas City Chiefs are high on the pecking order. They move the needle. If you look at Patrick Mahomes wrong, they're going to throw a flag for roughing the passer or anything. That's any sport. The superstar of any sport will always get the privileges that the other 99% don't get. Do you guys remember when I had Stitch Duran on this show? Stitch Duran said in boxing, 1% of the fighters generate 99% of the money in boxing. 1% of the fighters generate 99% of the money in boxing. That means the top guys. And, you know, so that means Canelo, Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua. Caller, hold on. Anthony Joshua, New Ways, the Tank Davises, the Crawfords, the Errol Spences. It ain't, you get what I'm saying? Like, and of course there's levels to it. You know, there's levels. Certain guys do more than others. But Stitch Duran said that 1% of the fighters generate 99% of the money in boxing. So, you know, you got to protect your franchise player, is what I'm saying. Caller, what's your name? You call it from?
Troy Grind, one more time. Look, I just want to clarify something. None of this started.
Troy, I can't hear you, man. Your phone go fading in and out. I can't hear you, bro. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
Oh, I'm sorry because I was moving the phone away. Well, yeah. What I'm saying is all of this, you know, taking more money and fighting a lesser competition, this is not new to the sport at all. Which you know, but I'm just making my comment. This ain't new to the sport at all. If you look at it, there was a reason why Joe Louis, you know, he stayed away from Jersey Joe World Cup. There was a reason why he did that. So he needed the money. There's a reason. I mean, it just goes on and on in the sport. So I can't understand, you know, all this disdain when none of this is brand new. It's not new.
All right. Well, shout out to Troy, man. Be more stand up. Okay. Yo, man. Hey, man. When y'all call, man, y'all gotta make sure y'all phones right, dog. Y'all be calling from these Obama phones, fam. Y'all gotta make sure your phone right. You know, I can't hear y'all, bro, for real. And if I can't hear you, I know the fans can't hear you. Hey, shout out to Boston Gyms. Gyms, what's going on, fam? Y'all want to learn about Boston, man? Y'all go to my main man, Boston Gyms. He got he also have he got a Patreon. Y'all sign up for the Patreon. Like literally, like a lot of you, like damn near 99% of you goddamn male groupers. Y'all need to go to Boston Gym so you can understand what the hell you looking at. It gotta be something more you like about your fighter than his draws or his tattoos or whatever. But I say all that to say this. I mean, that's just reality of the situation. In any sport, you're going to have what you call a franchise player, franchise team, or franchise players, the top guys. And it's always been like that. Over here in America, I say there's Canelo, then there's everybody else. That's just it. There's Canelo and there's everybody else. In the UK, it's Joshua and Tyson Fury. And then there's everybody else. You get what I'm saying? And then of course in Japan it's a new way. I told you guys, it ain't a whole bunch of stars running around boxing. This is why the content creators talk about the same fighters. The reason why is because we know what the fans want to see. We know, okay, when I talk about this guy and put them together, it's going to do this many numbers. Hell, I did a show talking about David Benavidez earlier this week. We had over 1,000. We had over 1,000 watching this show. How many we got right now? We got over 800 right now between two platforms. We had over 1,000 earlier. So that's just what it is. Over here in America, I know what I'm talking about. Over here in America, the fighters that move the needle is Canelo, Terence Crawford, Tank Davis, Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia. Who else? Maybe Boots. If you want to throw Boots in there, maybe Boots. And if you want to throw Errol Spence in there to stretch it out, that right there, maybe. But those are the guys that move the needle. Every time. Every time. You get what I'm saying? I can do a show right now. I can do a show tomorrow and say, this could be the title. Did Canelo Alvarez dunk Terence Crawford? Or I can do a show that say, did Terence Crawford dunk Canelo Alvarez? It's going to do two things. I'm good at making thumbnails, so I know what the thumbnail going to be. People who love Canelo but hate Terence Crawford, they are going to be drawn not only to that thumbnail, but that title. Because they have an emotional attachment to Canelo from a love standpoint, and they have an emotional attachment to Crawford from a hatred standpoint. Some of them even get racist online. I see them on X. They make it a racial thing. Why? I have no idea. You still broke and ain't got no money. Canelo ain't giving you none of the money. You get what I'm saying? And vice versa. But that's neither here nor there. I know automatically, based on what my title is going to be, I can tell you how many people going to show up, what my retention going to look like, damn near how many phone calls I'm going to get. It's very predictable. It's very predictable. Caller, what's your name when you calling from?
Too Rich, ATL.
Too Rich, ATL, talk to me.
Yeah, what's going on, Coach? Yeah, man, I saw you playing the fight video. I don't know if you went down quite as far, but I know in the video, Eddie Hearn kind of hinted at somebody might be mad about, I guess, them finalizing the Jake Paul fight. So you think that might could be Turkey kind of mad about them finalizing that Jake Paul fight?
I mean, I don't know. I have no way of knowing that. I mean, you just all you got to do, I mean, just listen to what Eddie Hearn's saying, just try to come to your own conclusion. I don't know. He didn't really put no name on it, so I really can't say.
Yeah, that's why I said, yeah. But all I was going to say, man, for the people that think this fight's so wide, they think, Canelo just gonna knock him out, this, that, and third. I would say, look at it like this. Let's remove the Canelo name, and let's say, Terence Crawford, I want to move you into 168. So I got a fighter for you. He's an undersized super middleweight. He in his last 10 fights, he have a 30% knockout ratio. He ain't knocked nobody out in his last 6 fights. He's flat-footed and he lost a step. This would be the guy you would want to fight first if you were moving into that division. You see what I mean? Now, I get it. When we put Canelo's name on it, everybody changed it. But the fact is, that's who Canelo is right now, that he's really not that good. So, and to reflect that, if you look at the Vegas odds, they got Crawford plus about 155. And now compare that to Tank, who is Tank versus Roach, which is minus 1,700. So they're saying that fight is not close. Yeah, they're saying that the Tank fight not close at all. Yeah, and they're saying the Crawford fight is closer than what we think. Because matchup-wise, it's a cherry pick for Crawford. I'm not guaranteeing he win, but style-wise, you got a flat-footed guy, lost a step. He's an undersized middleweight. He's not a real middleweight. And he's like I say, he's flat-footed. He's going to be there to be hit. You'll move, a mobile guy that could at least take a step back with the longer reach. This is the perfect matchup for Crawford.
I mean,
But, that's all I
he
wanna
called
say.
them. I mean,
Go ahead.
he called them out for a reason. It's something that he saw. It's something
Exactly.
he changed his mind about, because initially he said that there's weight classes for a reason, meaning that he ruled out him calling out Canelo. But I don't know. You get what I'm saying? So, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, both of these guys are, you know, I keep everything in its proper perspective. I'm gonna tell you what I mean by that. Both of these fighters are athletes, are in a unique class. They're not like me and you. And you know that. They're not like me and you. So they are a part of a fraternity. Boxers, athletes, football players, basketball players, they're part of the fraternity. Me and you, we are part of being a part of the fans. These fighters can't relate to me and you. We average everyday people. Crawford, the Tanks, the Canelos, the Furies, they are not average everyday people. They are the people who average everyday people look to support, to love, to worship, to live their lives vicariously through them, or whatever, right? That's it. So what I see happening too, Rich, is, and I'm pivoting a little bit off of what you're saying, whatever issues that I see people may be going through in their lives, we get an opportunity to escape. Human beings, we like escapism. We want to escape sometimes from the reality of the situation. So when you see, like Jim said, a lot of these fans, you've been watching boxing a while, we have become fans of fighters and not fans. You ain't got too many boxing fans, you got more fighter fans. And that's what it is. So, and, you know, it's a strong emotion. You know, people feel very strong about Canelo. Some people, Canelo is God. He can't do anything. You get what I'm saying? They don't know him. He don't know them. But some people feel that way. Then some people feel that way about Crawford. But the reality of the situation is, if they do fight, both of them are going to make a lot of goddamn money. That just is. It is.
Yeah. No doubt. And what I was telling some people yesterday was that, okay, Jake Paul and Canelo, I can't get mad at them for making the money. $100 million, hey, I can't tell you not to go get that money. But it's a spectacle. So the question was, is it good for boxing? Well, it's a spectacle. I tell you that. It's a spectacle. But I say, why not have the Canelo versus Crawford as that spectacle where you're pitting two of the best that we have to offer in boxing against each other for the world to see. So, you know, I thought it was good for boxing, and maybe even call some more people to call out a super fight. But for people that had a problem with Crawford facing Canelo, I said if Tank called out Crawford tomorrow to meet him at 147, nobody would have a problem with it. Nobody would have a problem with that fight. So, you know, so some of the people that hate on Crawford, I don't get it. But like you said, it is what it is. Yeah.
I mean, he's used to it. He's been hated all of his life. People been doubting him, and he got a net worth of $20 million. So they hated him all the way to the bank. You get what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, for sure.
All right. So hey, salute, man. Shout out to Too Rich, man. Salute, ATL, stand up, brother. Hey, I want to say this. Shout out to Boston Gyms. For dropping that. Damn, dub on your boy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy. I want to say this here. Shout out to Boxing Gyms. He say facts. There are only so many boxing fans, but a whole lot of fighter fans. I totally agree with that. 1,000%.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Caller, you the last call. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Oh, what's up, Coach? It's Derek 2 times.
Derek 2 times. Talk to me.
Hey, Coach, I get it what you saying. You know, Canelo, he could pick and choose who he wants. You feel me? They call him face Blake. Why they call him Tank the face of boxing? This nigga, at least Canelo fought wars in his career. He fought somebody like, he fought. At least he had big fights. You feel me? But this nigga Tank, this nigga ain't got no big fights. He shouldn't be pick and choose what he want. That's how I see it. He ain't fought nobody to be statement, like to be like put a step on it, like okay, now I can pick and choose who I'm for. He ain't fought nobody like that. Like, if he would have fought Shakur or knocked him out, he could pick and choose what he want. Or he could fight Devin. If he called him out, knocked him out, okay, now he can pick and choose what he fought. Ryan Garcia don't count. The man never been a champion, and there was a catch weight with a rehydration call. That shit don't count. But other than that nigga he don't deserve to pick and choose. That nigga right there fought no, bro. He need to fight somebody. Stop fighting some damn roaches. Nigga, I got roaches in my backyard, bitch. Looking for some damn roaches, bro. That's my call, coach.
All right, salute, fam. Hey, shout out Derek, man. Derek, hey, man. Hey. Hey, this is what I heard right here.
Now, I am the #1 contender. I'm tired of James the Poodle, Grim Reaper, whatever you want to call himself, ducking me. All right, I'm tired of man driving around town in 8 Rolls Royces. He ain't fought nobody. I'm still in a bro hand.
You know, somebody that's still in a bro hand right now. I want to wrap it up like this here. I was talking to my cousin, right? This was a while ago. And I was looking at a video of Miss Deborah. Shout out to Miss Deborah, man. I love Miss Deborah, man. Which is Bud's mother, Miss Deborah Crawford, right? So I'm looking at this video, this interview. I think it was Gayle King or somebody on ESPN. They was talking real bad about her, like, oh man, look how she did Bud, and look how she did her own son and all that stuff there. And people was looking at it from a negative standpoint. And if you ain't never grew up in the black community, like a lot of times and we grew up in the inner city and stuff like that, your parents be rough and hard on you. You know what I mean? That's just reality of the situation. Whether you agree with it or disagree, that's neither here nor there. But I always take a positive spin on things, right? I said, you know what? If Bud hadn't grown up the way he grew up, he wouldn't have became the man that he is today. See, sometimes the best things that happen for you in life are the things that happen to you in life. He wears that chip on his shoulder right now to this day in 2025. He's been hearing all his life. You black, you skinny. Don't know about you don't know about you ain't gonna be worth nothing. You ain't gonna be in your life, and you ain't gonna make nothing of yourself. And he proved everybody wrong. He used that as motivation to make him the $18 million, $19, $20 million man right now. Coming from Omaha, Nebraska. If you've never been to Omaha, you won't understand where I'm coming from if you've never been there. So I say all that to say this. Sometimes in life, when you have so many obstacles against you and so many people that don't like you and they talking bad about you. What I learned when I was in the nation, when my minister used to say, every knock is a boost. It's like the donkey in the ditch. There's a parable in the Bible, the donkey in the ditch. You the black skinny, dark-skinned nigga from Omaha, Nebraska, and you in the ditch, and everybody coming down ridiculing you, talking bad about you, stuff like that. But they throwing stones in the ditch. And they threw so many stones, you ain't fought nobody, this and that, yada, 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 that the ditch filled up with the stones that the people was throwing at the donkey, and he was able to walk out the ditch. And that's what happened. And then what happens too is the motherfuckers who wanted you to stay in the ditch and wanted those stones to hurt you, they get mad because you successfully walked out the ditch and now you have elevated over them. They on the same level that they was on when you was in the ditch. And now that you have climbed out the ditch and went up to heavenly heights, they still on that same level. So sometimes the best things that happen for you in life are the things that happen to you in life. Let's give everybody a round of applause. Had his mother not been the way she was with him, we wouldn't be talking about no Terence Bud Crawford. It took that to make him the man that he is today. Fire sharp, steel sharpens steel. And in order to shape the steel, the metal how you want it, it has to go through the fiery furnace. If you watch them how they make or make swords and stuff, you got to put the iron in the fire. And you got to beat the iron. And you got to shape the iron. Then you got to cool it off. Then you put it back in. You get what I'm saying? You got to burn off all the impurities and stuff like that. And then once you do all that, you got a sharp sword. So some of y'all in the chat, y'all can take that and run with it. I can relate to that story because I've been told all my life I ain't going to be shit for the most part. And they was almost right. But hey, man, just keep doing you. You feel me? Let's give a shout out to the supporters, man. Everybody who gave a cash out, gave a super chat. Shout out to Deal.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Sean from the Heights.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Adam. Salute, fam.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Mr. Lemons.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Mr. Curtis Robinson.
Hey, okay.
And shout out to my brother, man, Boston Gems.
Hey, okay.
Let's get the super chatters. Two super chatters. I mean, the super chatters a round of applause. Hey, what did he say, fam? He said, what you think about Crawford versus Laura, coach? He said, good fight, but I doubt it'll pay as much. The Boston politics. Yeah, that won't pay a lot of money, to be fair. I think, Bud is doing the same shit Canelo doing. He's on this money grab tour. That's where he's at. He's doing the same shit Canelo doing. Right now, I'm trying to get all the money I can get before I leave the game. That's what he's trying to do. And if you ain't got a problem with Canelo doing it, you shouldn't have a problem with Bud doing it. Especially the dude who's been boxing for 17 years. He turned pro, 2007 to 2008? Yeah, 17 years. You can't get mad at that. You get what I'm saying? So, if you get mad at it, just that you just don't like the nigga for whatever reason may be, you taking it personal or whatever. It ain't really nothing personal. These fighters don't know you, to be fair. Anyways, shout out to all of the. Do we have any cash apps? Let me see. No cash apps today. We ain't got no cash apps today. All right, cool. No cash apps today. Let's give a shout out to the members. We got a lot of members. To give a shout out to our members. Shout out to Jose.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to B-Man.
Hey, okay.
J Kid.
Hey, okay.
F Society. Shout out to Will Page. Chris T. Jones. Larry Baldwin. Shout out to Kiki. Matthew Bishop. Jew Money. Shout out to Christopher. ADR. Damian Bennett. Raymond Moore. Ahmed. Shout out to Nate the Great. Shout out to Rod. Summer in November.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to CPT.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to the lovely Miss Connie.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Mark.
Hey, okay.
Keys Bulldogs.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to E Money. Shout out to WB Man.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to 74th Street, Massachusetts Fishing.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Raymond Moore.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to CPT, Rod.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to the lovely Miss Connie.
Hey, okay.
Summer in November, Larry Baldwin.
Hey, okay.
Will Page, F Society.
Hey, okay.
Salute to you guys. Will Page, F Society. Shout out to Green Eyes P, Lisa Bells, Dr. Paul Evans, Schoolo X-Man, Retro Boxing and Documentaries, Damien, shout out to DT, Fissiana Fights, Candy Slim, shout out to Mr. G, Swift 718, Eric Grimey, Jamie Vasquez, Ahmed, the one Mr. Ham, Flex BK, shout out to Jazz Funk, Mr. Lemons.
Hey, okay.
Let's give all the members a round of applause. Yeah, man. Hey, listen, shout out to Texas 16 South. It is what it is. Yeah, man, I just got, maybe y'all can use that as a word of inspiration. Take it and run with it, bro. Take it and run with it. I'm telling you what I know. Nigga, just 5 years ago, 2019, I was working at a call center and had a 400 credit score. Whole nother ball game now. Hey, Tila, it's a whole nother ball game now. Took some losses, took some L's, but it's a whole nother ball game now. That credit and that money look different now. I'm telling you. Look way different than it was in 2019. I'm going to show y'all the video. I showed it on the show, but I'm going to do a whole little presentation. I'm going to show y'all the video where I was at. I documented it in the video. I documented this in the video, 2019. Facts. Dr. Mario is in the building, in the house. Shout out to Tila Summer in November. It is what it is. Shout out to my main man, Boston Gems. And shout out to our sponsor, Foster's Barbershop. Foster's Barbershop, 1923 West Main Street, West Tampa, Florida, where I'm from. West, y'all. I was born on the west side of my town, born in Tampa General Hospital on the 3rd floor at 8:01 at night. True. Back in the day, they put all that information on your birth certificate. Y'all ain't got no old school birth certificate. I know what floor I was born on because my mother told me. But y'all ain't got all that. The old school birth certificates had all of that. West, y'all. I say it with pride. And I got baptized in the Hillsborough River. I got baptized in the Bay. So I'm baptized in the Bay at this point. I'm baptized. You know what I mean? I bleed West Tampa. I breathe West Tampa. You get what I'm saying? Shout out to the North Side, Cross Fletcher too, East Tampa, College Hill, Ponce Leon, all that, Review Terrace, all that there, North Side. Yeah, the boys over there in Sulphur Springs. But it is what it is. I'm a Tampa nigga at the end of the day. You get what I'm saying? Wouldn't have it any other way. And I advise y'all to represent where y'all from. You from LA, throw up the W's. You from Detroit, Michigan, or whatever. Represent wherever you at, where you from, you rep. Ain't nothing wrong with repping. Ain't nothing wrong with repping. You get what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. I want to say all praises due to the Most High. And guess what? We did this show for the hood.
I want to thank the whole hood who came out here. I love y'all. I did this for the hood. Y'all know I beat that boy.
You know, we always gonna rap for the set. We got over 400 watching on Twitter. We always gonna rap for the set. And since we gonna rap for the set, you know what we gonna do? Shout out to Gloria Day and the fabulous Set Trips.
Gloria Day and the Set Trips.
These niggas don't play. These niggas don't play. We don't play. You ain't heard. They be tripping. We be tripping. So they swerving on. No faking and no snitching. And repping hard for the set. Oh, mamas, it ain't no lie. Because niggas gonna bust. Niggas gonna bust.
Hey, you know some of the most proud people I seen, bro? New York. New York niggas used to get on my damn nerves. You know, it's a lot of New Yorkers right here in Florida, right? You know the ones that get on my nerves? Brooklyn. One of my best friends, his name is Dennis. He was from Brooklyn. Brooklyn dude, there's something about Brooklyn, dog. Brooklyn dudes is some of the most arrogant, cocky. Like Brooklyn they got the toughest niggas on the planet. Ain't nobody better than Brooklyn. We the most grimiest. We the hardest. No did it talk like, bro. Brooklyn dudes. I don't know what it is about Brooklyn. I'm saying back in the day. I don't know. They probably don't soften up a little bit now. No diddy. But I'm saying, listen, Brooklyn. Bro, out of all the people I met out in New York, I'm not saying everybody from Brooklyn. I'm talking about them old school Brooklyn cats. Cause it's a lot of New Yorkers live in Florida, bro. They the most. I'm like, nigga, if New York was all that, why you living here in Florida? True. Yeah, Brooklyn, baby. See, this how we get down. See, in Brooklyn, we don't do it like that. I said, well, your ass in Florida right now. You in Florida right now. Yeah, baby, Brooklyn. See, this how we doing. We represent Brooklyn. Man, you right here in Miami, bro. You right here in Tampa. You ain't in Brooklyn no more. There's a reason why you left Brooklyn, and you're here. You get what I'm saying? So for all of my Brooklyn brothers and sisters out there, you know, I got much love for y'all, but I just need to let y'all know, y'all got to pipe down. We know you from Brooklyn. We know you like the Yankees. Oh, I know this. You like the Yankees, you from Brooklyn. You like Jay-Z. We know that. You like the Yankees, you from Brooklyn, and you like Jay-Z. And you like Biggie. You like Jay-Z, you like Biggie, and you like the Yankees. We know, we get it. We get it. Brooklyn cat, boy. Hey, listen, boy, you be around some Brooklyn dudes. And listen, I got some homies in Miami from Brooklyn. That's all they want to do. That's all they want to do. Yeah, baby, Brooklyn, baby. They got the hat to the side like that or something like that. Or, you know, got the old Yankee on. You get what I'm saying? You know, Brooklyn. You know, shout out to the boys in Brooklyn, man.
Come fucking with me, you gonna get knocked the fuck out. I'm gonna knock out all this, baby.
Shout out to Brooklyn. You get what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. Little bit of Snow Bunny love. Y'all know what time of T.I. is.
See your eyes shine, she's my Snow Bunny, please. And with the lights too, she's my sweet Dr. Queen. Talk to my nose, this love has got it so raw. Make you move, stepping out of control. It's me against the light. Snow Bunny. Moving on the bar. Everything's alright. Got that smooth soul feel. No, that's dancing in the light. See your eyes shine, she's my Snow Bunny, please. And with the light.
got, man, you got a little bit of Snow Bunny love, man. You get what I'm saying? A little bit of Snow Bunny love. Yeah, goddamn, that's the problem, see? You talk about Snow Bunny love and all that stuff there, that's the goddamn problem, see? That's the problem, see? Again, shout out to the Birdman.
Nigga, when my name come up, respect it. Let's go. Stop playing with my fucking name. I'll drill y'all. Stop playing with my name. I ain't gonna say it no more. Put some respect on my name.
And you gotta respect it. You gotta put some respect on. You gotta put some respect on my name, man. Respect it. You ain't gotta like it, but you better respect it. Not respect. Respect. You get what I'm saying? You know, like respect. You know, we gotta respect it. You feel me?
Get out while you can. Don't get a sucker no statue. Give him guts.
Getting out while you can. Don't get it sucking no statue. Give him guts. You gotta give him guts nowadays.
I am sick of hearing these bullshit Superman stories about the Wassa legendary Bruce Leroy catching bullets with his teeth. Catches bullets with his teeth? Nigga, please.
Yeah, I'm tired of hearing these Superman stories about your favorite fighter too. Yeah, he able to leap tall buildings in a single bound. You know, he catching bullets with his teeth. He outrunning locomotive trains and all that stuff there. I'm tired of hearing that there, man. Tell them, Floyd.
But when you are put in a certain position, he should be he's able to, like me. You know, when I was in a position, I can pick and choose who I want to, because I earned that right.
Yeah, man, somebody said R.I.P. to Herb Gotti, man. R.I.P. to Herb Gotti, man. Herb Gotti gone, man. He don't pass away at 54 years old. There's a lot of brothers dying young, bro. You get what I'm saying? Like, Herb Gotti gone. I heard he had diabetes real bad, and he had a couple of strokes and passed away, and, R.I.P. to Herb Gotti. 54 is young. 54 is young to be dead, bro, to be fair. You get what I'm saying? Y'all got to take care of yourself out there, man. Take care of yourself. I'm going to give everybody a shout out. Y'all know what time it is, man. Let me give everybody a shout out after these messages. Yeah, man. I know my mother passed away at 54, man. Young, man. Just young. You know, so, but we got to keep going, man. When you got loved ones in your life that's no longer here, the best thing that you can do for them is to continue to live. That's the best thing you can do for them. Continue to live, man. Just keep living, do the best you can, you know, because when it's over, it's over. That's the reality of the situation, man. So, but you can't control how long you live, far being that you don't get into any unforeseen accidents, you know. But, you know, you just gotta do your best you can, you know, to take good care of yourself while you can. You know, stuff that you can control, you control it. You feel me? But shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Shout out to Corey Bradley, Jamie, shout out to Miss Connie, G5 from the Bronx, shout out to Tila, Superman, shout out to Summer in November, shout out to Foodie, shout out to Frank Forbes, shout out to I Am Kim Edwards, shout out to John, shout out to Mr. Tomato Can, shout out to the lovely to Jessica, the lovely Miss Connie, shout out to Summer in November, Foodie, shout out to Lisa Bells, shout out to the Natural, Schoolo X-Man, the Nigerian Nightmare, L. Harvey, shout out to Kenneth Johnson, Mr. Tomato Can, Dr. Mario, Dr. Paul Evans, G5 from the Bronx, shout out to the Natural, MB813, salute. Yeah, shout out to Brooklyn. Shout out to Brooklyn. Brooklyn, we know you like Jay-Z. We know you think that Biggie is the greatest rapper of all time. And we know you like the Yankees. All right, everybody know it. Shout out to Brooklyn, man. Hey, shout out to Jamie from New York. Matter of fact, Jamie from Brooklyn. Yeah, Jamie from Brooklyn too. Hey, I like the ODB. ODB, RIP to the ODB, Brooklyn Zoo. You know what I mean? I used to bump the Brooklyn Zoo back in the day. Shout out to Dr. Mario.
Hey, okay.
TR in the building.
Hey, okay.
The one, Mr. Ham.
Hey, okay.
Yeah, man, it is what it is, man. If I forgot you, man, please forgive me, man. Shout out to Texas 16 South, Baby G. Shout out to everyone watching on X. We had a big crowd today, over 1,000. Thanks to X. Salute to you guys. We do know on X, they love, Canelo is the topic of conversation. So shout out to everybody on X. I haven't been getting any threats lately. I do appreciate that. I was kind of scared to open up my computer and check my messages on my phone because of the threats that I used to get in the past. But I appreciate you guys. Coach Malachi, I don't want no smoke. Y'all got it. You get what I'm saying? I just want to be able to go to the fights peacefully. Last time I went to a fight, I got threatened with a drink. True. Last time I went to a fight, I was threatened with a drink. Somebody said, you want me to buy you a drink? Now, hold on, let me buy you a drink. So I got threatened. So I've been scared ever since. Like, God damn, I went to the fight. God went to Devin Ryan, got to see a fight. Man, a nigga offered to buy me a drink, man. God, listen, that was terrifying right there. To this day. You get what I'm saying? I was terrified. So please, it is what it is, man. I just want to throw that out there. I don't want no smoke. Y'all got it. I don't fault the good fight. Y'all got it. You get what I'm saying? It is what it is. My motto. Don't beat me there, beat me there. Peace. I'll holler, man.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go.